followed by the premiere of Undeclared, Tuesday, September 18th on Fox.
It's the excitement of opening day here at Texas Stadium in Dallas. The Cowboys, whether they're up and down, they are filling their fans with excitement. The anticipation of opening day. The 2001 season is about to kick off. And we'll kick it off with the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another season of the NFL on Fox. I'm Sam Rosen, along with two-time former Pro Bowl nose tackle Bill Moss. A pleasure to be back with you once again. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to Dallas with high expectations, looking for the final pieces to the Super Bowl puzzle. They think they found it at the quarterback position, Bill.
Well, Sam, Tony Dungy's always been a coach that has played the percentages offensively. And when it comes to the play of the quarterback over the last 5 years, offensively, they have not gotten it done. They think they found that in Brad Johnson. Third highest quarterback percentage rating in NFL history. That ought to keep the offense moving down the field. Another thing they've done is they've made the commitment to go to Warwick Dunn. A lot of times over the past few years, they never really used Allstott and Dunn properly. They said, heck with it. We forget about his size. We're going to line up and pound him.
Here in Dallas, there's only one story. No more Troy Aikman. He's retired. He's working for Fox. The starting quarterback is a rookie out of Georgia, Quincy Carter. What do you think, Bill?
Well, you know, if you're a gambling guy and you're playing blackjack, it's like having an 11. You double down because whatever you get out of this thing, it's not going to be too bad because you have that big offensive line. 4 or 5 starters returning. They're going to pound you. And, of course, the guy in the backfield, Emmitt Smith, he's a guarantee. They're going to get their yards. They're surrounded by experience. Now they're going to pick and choose his passes and make it simple for him. But the one thing he has that the quarterback position hasn't had for Dallas for a long time is he can make something out of nothing with his athletic ability.
Chemistry and togetherness is what they're preaching here in Dallas. Warren Sapp has only one goal, the Super Bowl. Whether you're a veteran or a rookie, the nerves are building. The excitement of opening day is here. We'll be set with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Starting to think twice about how you spend that dollar?
Well, that's what the new Mickey D's Dollar Menu was designed for. It's a whole menu full of items for just $1 each. There's a McChicken sandwich for $1, a double cheeseburger for $1, a McRib Jr. for $1, 2 apple pies for $1.
Get the picture?
Hey, with the Mickey D's Dollar Menu, the choice is yours. Right here, every day at McDonald's. We love to see you smile.
Michael Edo owns a Hyundai Elantra.
I drive 1,000 miles a week, and the gas mileage is outstanding.
Kiplinger's Personal Finance says the Elantra is the best new car in its class. It comes with the freedom of America's best warranty and a long list of standard features, including front and side airbags and air conditioning.
It drove like a much more expensive car.
The Hyundai Elantra at $12,799, it's a solid value. During our Hyundai Summer Sell-Down, get the Elantra for $12,799.
I'm thinking of starting my own business.
Good for you, Jim. You gonna use Fleet Office Link?
Oh, yeah. Well, what's that again?
It helps you run your small business. You can see your cash position and see whose checks have cleared. It makes it easy to manage your business's money.
Wait a minute, you have a small business?
Actually, it's a charitable foundation.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna start a foundation, too, you know. Probably gonna be looking for some board members.
Get ready to double your nothing
Rock on.
with 2 double-dipping, 2-stepping episodes of Seinfeld, starting September 17th on Fox.
Reinvented Camry. Trust us, you're going to want one.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
As part of kickoff weekend in the NFL, the President of the United States, George W. Bush, is participating in the opening ceremony, the coin toss ceremony from the Rose Garden at the White House.
The NFL for its long history, lasting influence, and the quality of its athletes. I'm glad to be joined by members of Washington's Metropolitan Police Boys and Girls Club, all future NFL greats. And now to officially begin the NFL's 82nd season, the coin toss. This is heads. This is tails. Here we go. It's tails. I wish the players of the NFL good health and have a great season.
And our thanks to the President. The visiting team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, have chosen tails, and they will get the opening kickoff. I always wanted to do that, to introduce the President. That was great. Terrific ceremony. Brad Johnson getting ready for his debut as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And we talked to him about his thoughts of opening day.
Opening day is very precious. You don't get many chances to start on opening day. It's something that you look forward to. You know, there's 16 games, but this day only happens once. And this is kind of where you set the tone, hopefully for the season. So it's a big game for us. I've won first games, I've lost first games, but you definitely want to set your mark by winning the first game.
Signing as a free agent after 2 years with the Washington Redskins. 2 years ago, he played the entire season, 16 games, passed for over 4,000 yards and went to the Pro Bowl. Last year was a down year for him with injuries, 11 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. But they are counting on him big time.
And he wasn't wanted where he was at also. I mean, that was public knowledge. But, you know, he mentioned opening day. And opening day in the NFL is like no other sport because, I say this because, there's been 8 months since the last game. And through that 8 months, you've had free agency, you've had the draft, you've had mini camps, you've had fall camp, all building up to the first weekend. And for the win, to get a win in the first weekend is a huge boost emotionally for the rest of the season.
That's Carl Williams, who will go back to receive the opening kickoff. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years, but were knocked out in the opening round of last season's playoffs by Philadelphia. And now the cheers for the Dallas Cowboys. Coming off a 5-11 season, some very big changes. With Troy Aikman retiring, that is Micah Noor, the left-footed punter who does the kicking off. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in their history have never returned a kickoff for a touchdown. And that is 1,470 returns. Robbie Abdullah is also deep. The anticipation, the excitement building. The 2001 NFL Odyssey is underway. Carl Williams, 5 yards deep, takes a knee.
That's emotion. That is emotion. When a kicker can kick that ball all the way into the end zone, it doesn't happen very often. That's emotion and adrenaline.
10-year veteran Brad Johnson leads the offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kenyatta Walker, first-round draft pick. Randall McDaniel, Todd Washington replacing the injured Jeff Christie at center. Cozy Coleman, Jerry Wunsch. The wide receivers are Keyshawn Johnson and Jacquez Green. The feature back, Warwick Dunn. Mike Allstott, the fullback. Dave Moore is the tight end. And there's Warwick Dunn, who ran for over 1,100 yards last season. Quick outside to Keyshawn. Ridden out of bounds by Izell Reese. He picked up 6 on the play. Check out the Dallas defense, which was worst in the league against the rush. Brandon Noble and Michael Myers take over inside. Greg Ellis and Ebenezer Ekubano the ends. The linebackers are fast. Dexter Coakley, Dat Wynn, and Darren Hambrick. Izell Reese shifts from safety to cornerback. George Teague, Darren Woodson, Mario Edwards. The rest of the secondary. On second down, Johnson again outside, completes to Jacquez Green. A first down up at the 33-yard line. And this is the accuracy of Brad Johnson.
Well, not only that, it's different. It's a different approach. It's not what you think about when you think of Tampa Bay's offense. And a lot of that has to do with the new offensive coordinator, Clyde Christensen. He's been around them for a long time. He knows Quez, and he knows Allstott, he knows Dunn, he knows what they can do. And he said he's going to get the ball all around to these guys.
Demetrius Underwood, number 91, is in a tackle for the Cowboys on first down. Warwick Dunn's first carry. Got about a yard. Darren Hambrick and Brandon Noble in on the tackle.
Well, if you remember last year when these two teams played, Warwick Dunn ran all over the place on them. And their run defense wasn't very good. But they changed. Dallas has changed defensively in how the mechanics of the defense work. They are very, very similar to what Tampa does.
Allstott is in the slot. 2nd and 9. Johnson goes to Mike Allstott out of the backfield. And he's brought down up the 38-yard line. Combination of Darren Hambrick and Mario Edwards. They want to get Mike Allstott more involved in the passing offense.
Well, heck, you know, everyone talks about Allstott, and they forget when he was a rookie, his rookie season, he had 65 receptions. And since then, his receptions have dropped all the way down. There they are. And in 2000 last year, it's 13. And Clyde Christensen's been there the whole time and said, one thing I'm going to do is we're going to get you the ball. You aren't going to be the featured runner like you have been. You're going to catch the ball in the fullback role.
6 defensive backs for Dallas. The blitz is on. The pass caught by Keyshawn Johnson at the Dallas 43.
Oh, and he got whacked.
So did Brad Johnson. Both guys got hit hard. Keyshawn gets up limping.
He got knocked right out of his shoe.
George Teague with the big hit on Keyshawn Johnson.
Well, they came with the blitz, and Brad Johnson held tight in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit, and he puts that ball right on the money. And George Teague, the free safety, timed it up perfect.
Carl Williams comes in for Keyshawn Johnson. Brad Johnson, 3 for 3 to start the game. Bucks at the Dallas 44 with a first down. Brad Johnson looking for Warwick Dunn. He's got room inside the 40. Slipped by one man, gets down to the 31-yard line.
Well,
Michael Myers caught up.
If anybody is questioned, well, this is going to be the same old Tony Dungy offense. They haven't come out here in Dallas today with the same old Tampa Bay offense. They're moving the ball around. They're doing different wrinkles. You saw there the little screen pass to the outside. Brad Johnson waited for the defensive pass rush to almost get into his lap before he threw the ball out there. It was open green for Warwick Dunn.
Brad Johnson is 5 for 5. Ball spotted at the 30 on first down. It's Warwick Dunn cutting it back inside and is pushed back by Darren Hambrick. Short pickup. Hambrick came out of the Dallas doghouse where he had been early in training camp to reclaim his starting linebacker position.
Well, you know, the one thing, watch the power O. The power O, which they used to run, used to hit up in here. But with Warwick, they're going to try to bounce it a little bit. Here he saw the inside open and took it out. But with Warwick Dunn, the power O can hit anywhere from the A-gap all the way outside past the tight end.
Allstott is out wide to the left. And the pass is to Mike Allstott. He's hit immediately by Mario Edwards at the 25-yard line. Short pickup, but they've split Allstott way wide.
Well, they're using him as an H-back in a lot of situations, and that's going to help get him involved in the passing game. This is Allstott right here. See, he's all the way outside, and it's a little wrinkle.
Keyshawn Johnson is back in. 3 wide receivers for Tampa Bay. 9th play of this drive. 3rd and 4. Johnson has time, and he has a man. Warwick Dunn hit hard by Mario Edwards at the 20-yard line, but he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, that was a big wallop, and I got to tell you that I'm impressed with a couple things. Take a listen to this pop right on the sidelines. Boom! Our big ears picked it up. You got those Fox big ears down there. I'm sorry, those great big your ears.
Pick up everything.
Yeah. I'm really impressed, Sam, with the aggressiveness of both the offense for Tampa and the aggressiveness of the defense for Dallas.
Allstott, the up back, pulls his way straight ahead for about 4. Brad Johnson with a great start to the game and his career as a Buccaneer, 7 for 7, 59 yards.
Well, that's what they brought him in here for, Sam. They thought they had the running game with Allstott and Dunn. They knew they had athletic ability outside in the receivers when they pick and use them. You take a look at the pass distribution right there. They're getting the ball to the wide receivers 3 times. I mean, on the first drive, heck, there was times you could go a whole half and not get the ball to the wide receivers last year for Tampa.
Deshaun Johnson in motion. Dunn couldn't find an opening. Great play by Dat Nguyen, the middle linebacker.
Oh, the strength of this Dallas defense is in their linebacker positions. These guys are fast. They're deep, too. They sit and they wait and they bounce and they get over the top. Watch them close. Dat Nguyen's there. Coakley's there. They line up about 5.5 yards deep. And they just flow to the ball, almost running downhill.
Here's a 3rd and 9 out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in. Johnson being rushed. Drops it off to Warrick Dunn. Brandon Noble is right there to throw him for a loss. The Cowboys defense, which wants to stiffen in the red zone, did exactly that. They toughened up.
Excellent pursuit on the screenplay. The rushers were coming, closed in on Brad Johnson. The defensive tackles have to chase that thing flat down the line of scrimmage, and Brandon Noble executed it perfectly.
So Martin Gramatica will come on to attempt a 39-yard field goal. Mark Royals the holder. Gramatica 28 for 34 last season and a Pro Bowl appearance. The kick is on the way, and it is good. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the opening kickoff, drive inside the Dallas 20. But the Cowboys defense toughens up, and the Bucs settle for a field goal.
Over here.
Hi, I'm Doug Flutie, pro football player and father of an autistic child. I started the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation to help less fortunate families of autistic children get the support they need. Here's a way you can help. Just dial 1010-220. All calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents, and 1010-220 will make a donation to the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation every time you use it. So dial 1010-220, get up to 20 minutes for only 99 cents, and help some great kids at the same time. It's a win-win situation.
Ooh, that's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning, yeah. Easy like Sunday morning. Wanna be high, so high.
Fox NFL Sunday, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, celebrating 30 years of freedom, 30 years, one mission, low fares.
Back at Texas Stadium, where the Dallas Cowboys will get their hands on the ball for the first time. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 59-yard scoring drive. Ty Christensen is the new offensive coordinator, talking with his quarterback, Brad Johnson.
That's fine.
Gramatica kicking off to the first-year man, Reggie Swinton out of Murray State. Takes it from the 6. Finds an opening. Beats Gramatica down the sideline. Rodney Barber missed him. Swinton is pulled down at the 16-yard line.
No flags down.
What a debut for Reggie Swinton. 78-yard return. Al Singleton saved a touchdown.
There's a return left. The wedge gets in there. They open that thing up. Swinton heads to the sidelines. Excellent job. Left return. The wedge gets up there to make contact. Out the gate.
Great speed by Reggie Swinton. First-year man out of Murray State, a free agent pickup.
Talking with Joe Avisano, the special teams coach for the Cowboys yesterday, he said, I know this guy has a lot of athletic ability. I just don't know what he's going to do. He's a youngster.
They spotted at the 17. First play of the regular season for Quincy Carter. He hands to Emmitt Smith. And he's thrown for a loss back at the 20. Warren Sapp and Shelton Quarles in on the stop. Quincy Carter is the starting quarterback, the rookie out of Georgia. Offensive line, Flozell Adams, Larry Allen, Mark Stepnoski, Kelvin Garment's first NFL start. Solomon Page moves over from guard to right tackle. Rocket Ismail and Joey Galloway coming back from knee injuries. Emmitt Smith, third all-time leading rusher in the NFL. The fullback, Robert Thomas. The tight end, Jackie Harris. And Mike Lucky is in now tight end as well. Ismail in motion. The play fake by Quincy Carter. The roll. Starts to run. Dances around. Picks up yardage. Heading for the corner. Carter to the 5 and ridden out of bounds by Dexter Jackson at the 3. He's Mr. Excitement already in Dallas.
Wow. The pursuit, that fast Tampa pursuit. That was a rollout play. That was designed play. Now, I want you to watch this. Designed rollout. Sapp gets blocked by Emmitt Smith. Now, watch Sapp close down the line of scrimmage. What a move by Quincy Carter. That athletic ability is what they saw in him early, and they knew if things broke down, he could make something out of nothing.
Reminds a lot of people of Donovan McNabb,
Sapp,
Philadelphia Eagles star quarterback.
You're right, Sam. He does, and he has that mobility about him. But Sapp, after the play, was furious. He just threw his hands and helmet down to his knees. Couldn't believe he missed it.
Dallas has called timeout.
Think you're tough enough to drive a Tacoma? Join the club.
Right now, when you buy any 4 Michelin tires, get a pair of Motorola Talk About two-way radios free during Michelin's Make Contact event. They're great for road trips, on the slopes, or for keeping track of the kids. So make contact now at your participating Michelin dealer.
Hi, Tom Bodette. When did you see the light?
Oh, going over to Phoenix. We wanted to rest up for the game, and suddenly it was so clear. Motel 6. I think it's great.
Well, you gotta call them like you see them. Call us and see the light for yourself.
Is there a doctor in the house? My friend is bleeding.
NFL This Morning. It's the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Sundays at 10:30 on Fox Sports Net.
On the season premiere, that 70s show is going where it's never been before.
Sometimes when I do the news, I don't wear any pants.
The 80s.
Step away from that stereo.
But hi, I got the new Leo Sayer album.
That 70s show season premiere, followed by the premiere of Undeclared, Tuesday, September 18th on Fox.
Cowboys with a first and goal on the 3 have brought in Ebenezer Ekuban, defensive end, and Michael Myers, a defensive tackle. Ekuban lining up as a tight end and Myers as the fullback. Emmitt Smith for the 1-yard line. Actually, both were eligible receivers. It was Robert Smith in the backfield as the fullback position.
Boy, I'll tell you should see Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks had to take on Myers. Watch him in motion. Now they're going to meet right here. Watch Brooksy. Brooksy gets underneath him. Boom. Brooksy's given up about 100 pounds to him. Oh, that's meeting it, and that's stifling the hole. And there's traffic in the hole, and that's why Emmett got a little combobulated in there.
Now 3 backs in the backfield. Troy Hambrick joins Thomas and Smith.
What's the option?
Carter pulls away, and he's just short of the goal line.
And anytime you see the 3 backs in a backfield like that, that's the old Oklahoma wishbone option. And it's a little wrinkle they worked on during the preseason, but they didn't have 3 in the backfield. They only ran it with 2, and they ran the option. That time, Wiley comes in there. Thomas is in there, and also Emmitt Smith.
Ball came loose and hit the ground, inches away from the goal line. 3rd and goal. Smith and Thomas in the backfield.
Myers back in.
Myers shifting. Emmett carrying. And a great play by Brian Kelly. Wow. Oh, superb defensive effort by Brian Kelly to stop the all-time rushing leader in touchdowns, Emmitt Smith.
Emmett's feeling a little dejected about that right now, but I've got to tell you, Brian Kelly would be a starter on most teams. They're really impressed with the way this youngster has played, not only in his run support, but his pass coverage as well.
Great goal line defense by the Bucs. Forces Dallas to go for field goal. Tim Cedar, out of the hold of Micah Noor, will attempt a 22-yarder to try and tie the game. Cedar's numbers last season. The kick is just over the goalpost. Just made it. Not by much, but it's good.
Big time missed opportunity.
Dave Campo applauding his team as they came back to tie it on the field goal.
You almost done?
Yes, sir, Mr. Kearse. Got your DirecTV system all hooked up. Also signed you up for all your local channels.
Cool.
And set you up with the NFL Sunday Ticket so your family can watch you every Sunday.
Hey, good effort.
I'll let myself out.
NFL Sunday Ticket. Up to 13 regular season games every Sunday, and it's not on cable. Now get our best programming package free for 4 months, plus free installation.
Hey, your pen!
Keep it!
NFL.com, your source for game day coverage.
This is a big game.
We got to take it one play at a time. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Let's go.
Up-to-the-minute live stats. Live radio coverage.
Whiteley won't go down. Whiteley,
and post-game features.
Hey, listen, great job, fellas. Excellent job.
On Sundays, watch your game and follow the rest of the action on NFL.com.
Fox Tuesday, 16 sexy singles journey to paradise for a romantic competition like no other.
I want to come away with a boyfriend.
With a cash prize to win.
The object of the game is to be the last couple standing.
And everything to lose.
I just kissed you guys.
If you're not playing it, then you're being played.
You hurt people maliciously.
It's television's newest real-life soap opera.
If I want to give feelings to someone, back off.
You want to make me?
Love Cruise, The Maiden Voyage, premiering at 9, 8 Central Tuesday on Fox. Fox presents a warm family comedy that's truly moving.
Go to the hall closet. Give me some toilet tissue.
I can't reach it.
Introducing The Bernie Mac Show.
Stay in the kitchen.
Wednesdays this fall on Fox.
Back at Texas Stadium, Micah Noor set to kick off. Cowboys and Bucs tied at 3. Carl Williams is deep, along with Robbie Abdullah.
Have you had enough excitement yet for you?
Oh, I love this start. And they try the onside kick. And they got it. The surprise. The Cowboys, who were victims of the onside last season to Philadelphia, try it. Tampa Bay not expecting it. Cowboys recover. George Teague with the recovery of the Micah Noor onside kick.
Everything I've seen thus far in the first quarter by both teams has been electrifying. Different Tampa offense coming out with Brad Johnson moving the ball. Different wrinkles. Look at this. Tops the ball perfectly to get it up in the air. Tampa Bay's front line had already started back to get into their protection. Weren't there to recover.
Point. Shoot.
Create. The HP Pavilion 7970 with the Intel Pentium 4 processor. How will you use it? Save up to $250 by mail on the HP Digital Photography Studio.
The reinvented Camry. Trust us, you're going to want one.
Take flight this season with your Philadelphia Eagles. Donovan McNabb, Hugh Douglas, Chad Lewis, they'll all be there, and you'll want to be there too. Get into the action this year as the Eagles battle the NFL's elite. Season ticket holders, remember, the deadline to return your stadium builder license is September 7th. For Philadelphia Eagles tickets, call 215-463-5500 or log on to PhiladelphiaEagles.com. Join the excitement this season. Call now.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the reinvented Toyota Camry. Get the feeling. By Budweiser, with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. By the HP PhotoSmart digital camera. How will you use it? And by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
Back in Texas, Joe Avizano, special teams coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, has to be very happy thus far with the start to his unit season.
Swinton with a 77-yard return, and then the onside kick.
That pass low and grabbed by Joey Galloway. Virtually no gain on the play. Joey Galloway, who was injured opening day last season, missed the entire season on IR with a knee injury.
I talked to him down the field before the game. He says the knee's fine. He can cut, he can get in and out. It's not a problem. And I asked him, are they going to use your speed? You know, are they going to be able to get you downfield with this rookie quarterback? He said they better, or I'm going to be on the sidelines complaining.
2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. Galloway's in motion. And the ball is dropped. It's still loose. And it looks like Tampa Bay's got it. They do. Carter had trouble with the snap exchange throughout the preseason. Thought they had gotten it corrected. But the pulling now continuing after the whistle. John Lynch being pulled away. But Tampa Bay has recovered. It looked like Donnie Abraham recovered the fumble for Tampa Bay.
Looked like he may have pulled out just a tad bit early. If we can find out where the ball came out. Now, if it comes out to the side, it's the center's fault. If it drops straight down, that's the quarterback's fault, and that's exactly what happened. The width of his hands separated. He had been working to lock his fingers underneath the center, but you could see underneath the width of his hands separated.
The officials trying to separate the two teams. Derek Brooks and Mario Edwards were separated. The Bucs take over on the fumble recovery by Donnie Abraham at the Dallas 40-yard line. Stepnoski, the center, and the rookie quarterback Quincy Carter talking things over. Now Rocket Ismail moves in. So now the Buccaneers with an opportunity. Their second offensive possession. Johnson outside to Johnson. And Keyshawn pushes his way down to the 35-yard line. Izell Reese, fourth-year man who switched over from safety to cornerback, made the tackle on Keyshawn Johnson.
And that's not the norm when you're playing in the defensive backfield. Normally, you know, you start out at corner, and as you get a little bit older, hey, you're still good enough, they slide you back to safety, and you understand the principles of coverage, and you help out the corners. But they thought that he could get up there with his speed and athletic ability, that he could play the corner position.
Tight end Dave Moore in motion. Alstott and Dunn in the backfield. It's Warwick Dunn cutting it back and grabbed by Greg Ellis and brought down. Short pickup on the play. Thus far, the Dallas defense has done a good job on the Tampa Bay running plays.
Well, what they're doing is they're changing defense. Watch the one gap approach by everybody. They're jumping into their gaps. Everybody has one gap responsibility. And that is really taken. It looked like a little encroachment there by Mike Myers in the neutral zone that didn't bring the flag out. But that's helped them out because they're an undersized bunch. They can't play two gap.
Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, everybody out. Short to Warwick Dunn, he dropped it. That when the middle linebacker was there, first incompletion for Brad Johnson in the game. He had hit 9 for 9. So again, the Dallas defense does a good job, and Martin Gramatica will come on for a long field goal attempt. This one will be over 50 yards.
69.
Tony Dungy, who talked about bringing in Brad Johnson. You just saw Brad Johnson's number, 9 of 10 so far, and that's the reason they brought him in. He hasn't had that kind of ability at the quarterback position since Tony's been here.
52-yard attempt by Gramatica on the way. It's going to be wide. Had the distance, but way wide to the right.
Nice job by the Dallas defense. Sam, they're answering the call. This is a different bunch. Warwick Dunn rushed for over 200 on them last year. This is a different attitude.
No matter who you are or what you're into, isn't it nice to know you'll be accepted?
That's why the Redskins' biggest fans, the Hogettes, take their Visa cards to the Forecast Boutique in D.C., where they don't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
Do I look fat in this dress? Yes.
Taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
Sushi.
Only one word can describe what happens when thousands of sex-starved, freedom-deprived, hormone-driven teenagers come together without parental supervision for the first time in their lives. This fall, forget about home.
Mom, will you just wake up Grandma and leave already?
There's no place like a co-ed dorm. We can't do this.
I'll go fast like a man. Just give it.
No, wait. Undeclared. Series premiere Tuesday, September 18th on Fox.
It's NFL kickoff weekend, and we've got a doubleheader for you on Fox following this game. Most of you will see the Rams at the Eagles, including the fans here in Dallas area. Others will see the Falcons and the 49ers. And everybody we talked to says the Falcons looked very good in preseason.
Much improved team. Boy, that Rams-Eagles game is going to be good.
NFL on Fox. Glad you're with us. Excitement here in Dallas. Tied at 3. Cowboys from their own 42. No changes offensively. And around to Ismail. He was met right there by Shelton Quarles. They had that one read perfectly. All right, time for an update. Let's see what JB's doing back in the studio.
Hey, Sam and Bill, this one was read perfectly as well. Brett Favre now 8th place all-time in TD passes with 256. This one, the Bill Schrader, 23 yards. And it's the Pack on top, 14-0. Like the Sam Rosen and the peripatetic Bill Moss.
Hey, Terry, it's only a game. It's only a game.
Oh, listen to you.
I love the book. You didn't read the book.
Not yet. Play fake. Carter going deep for Rocket Ismail. Up they go, and it's batted down. Little wobble on the pass. It was a little short and well covered by the Bucs. Dexter Jackson and Donnie Abraham double covering Rocket Ismail.
Little wobble, a little underthrown, and a couple feathers coming off it. That's one thing that he struggled a little bit with is his accuracy and throwing a good ball. And a lot of it has to do with his mechanics. You saw Ismail had to stop. He couldn't continue his route and get to the ball. And that's one thing that Wade Wilson, the quarterback's coach, has worked with him, the way he throws the ball. All the mechanics, getting them right. There's a lot of things that a quarterback has to do to be successful.
On 3rd and 12 out of the shotgun, Carter fires. It's intercepted by Dexter Jackson. Up the sideline, out of bounds. near the 40-yard line.
Flag down on the play.
Flag on the play at the Dallas 47. We'll check that out. It looked like it came after the interception.
See, that one sailed high on him, too.
The referee, these are replacement officials, most of them out of collegiate conferences. Paul Labine out of the WAC conference is the referee today. Oh, it's holding against Tampa Bay. Let's see if it's after the interception.
See if it's a post-possession. If they call defensive holding on the ball before it was thrown, it would still be Dallas's ball.
Holding, number 55, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
It came after the interception, so it is Bucks ball. First career interception for Dexter Jackson.
And let's take a look at Carter. Throws that ball high and behind Joey Galloway. And Joey Galloway was open. Had he had that ball on the money, there's the hold by Brooks.
It's on the return. So Tampa Bay from their own 43-yard line. All start and done. Play fake by Johnson. With time, he throws high. Warwick Dunn was the man he wanted to go to.
You know, interesting that Tampa Bay has not really done anything on the ground offensively. And that's not a Tampa Bay offense. They've only gotten 4 yards rushing so far in the game. Everything they've been doing has been through the air.
Cowboys have Demetrius Underwood in. On Friday, he was in a hospital. He's being treated for bipolar syndrome. Missed practice, but got his medication straightened out. And he's in there playing at defensive tackle number 91. Dunn on the delay. Looking for room, and he's got some. And he ran into George Teague at midfield. Conversation between Dunn and Teague.
You know, they ran that over here to the left side, and the guy I really like is this youngster Kenyatta Walker. I mean, this guy, to me, I think he's going to be a big-time player. He takes Ebenezer Ekubon and washes him down inside, and he has that whole seal. He's a guy that was a right tackle at Florida, but he has the feet and the speed and the agility to play left tackle.
3 wide receivers in for the Bucks out of the shotgun on 3rd and 3. Johnson throwing, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by the Cowboys, Darren Woodson. What a pick. Intended for Keyshawn Johnson, and Woodson was right there with him to pick it off.
Well, normally when you have a Keyshawn with his size and his strength and ability to go after and get the ball, you kind of like that matchup. You'll take it. He has an outside release, and the ball was just thrown a little bit behind. Had he thrown that ball over top of Woodson and allowed Keyshawn to get up the field to get it, could have been different.
Last year, when the Bucks beat the Cowboys in Tampa, there was no Darren Woodson, there was no George Teague.
They had about 5 defensive starters out.
So the Cowboys from their own 32, with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, quickly out to Galloway. And he takes it up to the 40-yard line. Second completion for Quincy Carter, the first one for positive yardage.
You don't think Warren Sapp is a marked man the way he plays? Watch 99. This is a quick pass. The ball 1, 2, 3 is out. Do you think anybody stops? Nah, they're still going to try to get a piece of him. And actually, to benefit, to talk about the offense, you have to. You have to stay after a guy with the capability of Warren Sapp. If you don't, if you let up at all, he'll beat you.
Cowboy fans are excited. The Cowboys were big underdogs coming in, but they've shown a lot of fire at the end of the first quarter here in Dallas. Tampa Bay, and Dallas tied at 3.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period.
I hope I don't tear a ligament in my ass.
Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of washed-up all-stars.
You got that right, brother.
As they take you places no other show dares to go. Sports comedy.
What, are you horny or something? Come on.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights. What more could you want from a sports show?
I'm a fan, brother. That's more than an athlete.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30, beginning September 17th.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
But I've got to make this deposit today, and I'm late for work, and
I can take care of that for you. I'll make the deposit and just send you the receipt from the transaction.
Great, thanks. You're a doll.
Bags for the Love Cruise, a romantic competition like no other.
There's a camera here.
Yes, there's cameras everywhere.
Setting sail on Fox in 2 days.
Welcome back to Texas Stadium. Sam Rosen and Bill Moss, glad you're with us on the NFL on Fox, the 2001 kickoff weekend. And in one quarter, Bill, have we had a ton of excitement?
Onside kicks, kick returns, heck, interceptions.
Quick handoff inside of Troy Hambrick, stays on his feet. And finally ridden down up at midfield. On a second and short, Hambrick gets the first down. Simeon Rice made the tackle. Haven't talked much about Simeon Rice, but there's another addition to the Bucs that they hope will be a big factor.
Troy Hambrick, hammer in the heart of that Tampa Bay defense, right up the gut, quick hitting it. And Troy Hambrick, brother of Darren Hambrick, he's a man-child. He will run that ball and keep his feet churning and chew you up.
Robert Smith now in with Robert Thomas with Emmett Smith. The toss to Emmett. Sapp chasing. Brian Kelly gets there and rides him out of bounds. And it's a loss of a couple on the play. Some great plays in the first quarter. If you tuned in late, you missed a lot of action. Brad Johnson started 9 for 9. Reggie Swinton had a 77-yard kickoff return for Dallas. Quincy Carter had a 17-yard scramble run. Brian Kelly stopped what looked like a short touchdown. And an onside kick recovered by the Cowboys. All in one quarter, Bill.
Slow down.
Emmett Smith, 4 carries, -5 yards. On second down, Michael Wiley. JB has got an update on the Green Bay Packers. JB.
Sam and Bill, Green Bay reminding folks we've got some options as well, namely Amon Green. Bill Moss, look at this guy. 83-yard run to pay dirt. He's got 5 carries, 122 yards, 2 touches on a day. Green Bay up by 21. Sam Rosen, Bill Moss.
Hey, JB, you think Matt Millen's going to suit up and go out there and help that defense?
Got to do something. Detroit can't win in Green Bay. Here's 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys at the 48. 3 wide receivers. End around to Rocket Ismail. Got a block from Larry Allen. But it's run down nicely by the speedy Bucs defense led by Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly's had a great start to this game.
Well, the tackle he made on Emmett Smith out there on the sideline was sensational. There's a cut block right there that gets to the outside. That gets Simeon Rice down on the ground, and that's an important block. Right here, Wiley gets him, boom, down low. And he's got to use his hands and keep his feet because he's responsible for that corner. He's the contained end, and nothing can get outside of him. There's no excuse. You shouldn't let a back cut you like that.
Mike Anor, first punt of the game. Deep is Carl Williams for the Bucs, standing at his own 10. Anor's kick, just away, a wobbler, and Williams takes it at the 12, and is buried. Good coverage by the Cowboys. Dexter Coakley was down there. 31-yard punt, no return.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah. It's cold, but it's not Coors Light. Coors Light, tasty.
You ready for another one?
No, I'm good.
Camry. One look, and you're going to want one.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
It's cold. It's not Coors Light.
Coors Light. Tasty.
Get your bare butt off the couch.
Take flight this season with your Philadelphia Eagles. Donovan McNabb, Hugh Douglas, Chad Lewis, they'll all be there, and you'll want to be there too. Get into the action this year as the Eagles battle the NFL's elite. Season ticket holders, remember, the deadline to return your stadium builder license is September 7th. For Philadelphia Eagles tickets, call 215-463-5500 or log on to PhiladelphiaEagles.com. Join the excitement this season. Call now.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the reinvented Toyota Camry. Get the feeling. By Madden NFL 2002 by EA Sports. By Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Are you ready for a cold one? And by Warner Brothers' new motion picture Training Day in theaters everywhere starting Friday, September 21st.
Was that a statue view on the cattle drive?
Just checking out my herd there.
Had a look at the two strong safeties there. Woodson and Lynch. Warwick Dunn on first down. Picks up about 6 on the play. Warwick Dunn, 5 carries, 9 yards before that pickup.
Well, you mentioned the two, and watch. I want you to take a close look. Woodson is Lynch. Watch him fill this right here. He comes up, and that's in this defense, which I told you they switched to a Tampa-style defense. You remember Dallas, you always used to see the 4 across secondary. Now it's the cover 2 shell.
Here's Dunn again.
And there's Woodson again.
Gets up close to the 20-yard line.
You see how close he gets up to the line of scrimmage, and if you flip it over and you put Tampa out there on defense, then you see Lynch. Watch in the backfield. I mean, he's up there a lot of times like a linebacker. That's a strong safety. And he's up there, he plays that position exactly like John Lynch does. He gets nosy, he gets physical, and he gets around the ball.
Darren Woodson, who was a linebacker in college. It's 3rd and 1 for Tampa Bay. Bucks have 3 wide receivers in, and Allstott is lined up in the slot. 5 defensive backs for Dallas.
There's the clock running down on them. They don't have time to motion. That's a penalty.
They didn't get it off. Delay of the game. Did not get the play off. Who's to blame on that, Bill?
Well, I think Brad Johnson has to, because he tried to send him up in motion. He should have just gone with the play. He didn't see the clock running down on him.
5-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
Moves the Bucks down to back to their 15-yard line. Brad Johnson started hot on the first drive, 8 for 8 in his first 9 overall. And here's a big 3rd down play. Allstott is in the slot to the right. Keyshawn Johnson in motion. Brad Johnson short to Keyshawn. Broken by Darren Woodson.
No, Darren Woodson got there way too early. He came over his back, Sam, and a flag comes out.
Okay. Keyshawn applauding. It's going to be against Dallas, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, for Darren Woodson, he just read the play, and there's such a timing thing involved there. He read the play, he knew it, he saw the throw, and just got there a split second too fast.
Pass interference, defense, spot foul, automatic 1st down.
They're spotted at the 21-yard line.
It's going to happen right about here. Watch Woodson. See the contact through the back right before the ball. It was close, but it's a timing thing, and it's tough.
On 1st down, it's Warwick Dunn, and he is stopped. That Quinn got in there in a hurry. Again, the speed of the Dallas linebackers shooting the gaps and stopping Warwick Dunn.
Well, in the offseason, they sat down and they took a look at this defense. Right here's Coakley, here's Wynn, and watch these guys. They sit about 5.5 yards deep, and they picked their spot. The last year, they had offensive linemen piled up in their laps, pushed back because of the size of the defensive line, couldn't hold up. Now the defensive line is attacking, and these guys are running a little bit more free for the ball.
Allstott split to the right side off the plate fake. Johnson Goes short to Warwick Dunn. He dropped it.
Great coverage downfield. Talk about the speed of the linebackers. That was beautiful. Dat Nguyen was matched up with the tight end in the middle of the field. Couldn't go any place. If you're going to play cover 2 with these 2 deep, you've got to get your Mike down the middle of the field, and he does that. Watch this. Matched up with the tight end. Now look at all the coverage around here. That's great. No place to go. Looks for the check down. Can't get it there.
Tell the fans what the Mike is.
Mike linebacker. Mike linebacker. Middle linebacker. You have to get the middle linebacker. Sometimes my mind leaves me. And then sometimes it's gone all the time.
4 wide receivers for Tampa Bay on 3rd down. Johnson running, throwing to Warwick Dunn. And the Cowboys, Dunn fighting his way up to the 30-yard line. There's a flag on the play, and we'll check that out. Dunn with a good effort. Darren Woodson took him down short of the 1st down marker. Let's check out the flag.
That was thrown in a defensive secondary.
It's against Dallas. Izell Reese slow to get up. And the Cowboys a little thin at the cornerback position with Kareem Larimore suspended for this game. Team suspension. He missed curfew prior to the game in Mexico City. And Izell walking off under his own steam.
Illegal chuck, number 43. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
The Cowboys being hit with some penalties here.
Well, yeah, Campo's not real happy with that call. And the reason being is where the flag was thrown, where it occurred, seemed to be way downfield. And that ball was thrown to the check down to Dunn underneath.
Juan Hawthorne, number 38, is in at the left cornerback position, replacing Izell Reese. Again, 4 wide receivers. Johnson short drop, outside completes to Jacquez Green at the 30-yard line.
This Dallas defense, you're seeing they're hitting, they're wrapping up, and what they're doing is they're trying to keep the ball in front of them. They're not going to take any risks where they leave themselves vulnerable to go over the top. They're going to keep the ball in front of them and close and close and close on the ball, hoping that at some time Tampa will make a mistake.
2nd and 4 for the Bucs. Jameel Cook, rookie fullback, is in the backfield, along with Mike Alstott. Alstott looking for an opening. He will work his way ahead to the 33-yard line. Juan Hawthorne on the tackle.
You talked about the acquisition of Brad Johnson to the offense, and that helped. But another big key was the switch to feature Warwick Dunn. And when they went to feature Warwick Dunn as their feature back, at some point in time they had to sit Mike Alstott down and make him happy with it. And they told him, look, you're going to be our fullback. You're going to block. You're going to catch the ball out of the backfield. You're going to catch the ball lined up outside and moving in an H-back position. And sometimes we're going to give you in there and get you as one back set and hand it to you.
He's lined up in the backfield out of the shotgun. Warwick Dunn's in the slot to the left on 3rd and 1. Johnson throwing, intercepted. Ebenezer Ekubon with the interception. There's a flag down at the 23. The defensive end, Ebenezer Ekubon, with the interception. And a penalty.
They're going to call roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer call against Dallas. Oh, Dave Campo is irate.
Yeah, he is. And I think he has a right to be over the last 2 calls.
Cowboys have been aggressive. And they've really been inspired, I would say, to this point.
Personal foul, number 28. Helmet to helmet contact. 15 yards, 1st down.
It's against Darren Woodson.
Well, let's take a look. Brad Johnson sets up. And it wasn't There's Woodson. He gets a shot in there, and the referee's job, his sole job, is to protect that quarterback, and that was close.
I don't think it was intentional, Bill, but they are protecting the quarterback.
They're going to make that call all the time.
First down, Tampa Bay. Warwick Dunn carries across midfield. It's down to the Dallas 46-yard line. Darren Hambrick with the tackle.
You know, those personal fouls now in roughing the quarterback and how they hit them, they can be now this year suspended from the next game. After the league reviews the tape and sees if it was a violent, deliberate act. Now, I don't believe that was by Darren Woodson by any means. But if they believe it to be, you can come up with a suspension for the next game.
Dunn, 9 carries for 20 yards. They want to get him 18 to 25 touches. Keyshawn Johnson in motion. On 2nd and 5, Dunn try to go outside. The Cowboys with good pursuit. New feature on the NFL on Fox telecast. In the right-hand corner of your screen, anytime there is a change in the score of a game, we'll have it for you right there. Chicago at Baltimore, 7:31 to go in the first half. Carolina leading Minnesota. Buffalo over New Orleans. You'll hear a little alert. There's Green Bay over Detroit, 21-3. And the change in score will be up in the right-hand corner of your screen. We're all over it. On 3rd down, Johnson to Keyshawn Johnson. First down, Tampa Bay at the 40-yard line. Well, they love that crossing route, don't they?
Well, that's exactly right, Sam. And when you have a guy with the size and the strength of Keyshawn Johnson, you can use that. Because there's not many things that he gets intimidated by in the middle of the field.
They don't seem to be afraid of Keyshawn going deep, but he is really tough on those intermediate routes. Keyshawn, 4 catches, 38 yards thus far in the game. The Bucs at the Dallas 40. Dave Moore sets to the left end. Here comes Keyshawn in motion. All stopped behind Jameel Cook. Uses his strength to pick up a couple of yards. That win, the middle linebacker, number 59, in on the tackle.
You notice a little bit more motion also out of the offense. Here's Kenyatta Walker. And this is just a power O. They get the down block. Now here comes the backside center. There's Washington, and there's the fullback, and there's a kick out. But watch the linebackers. There's Orontes Grant in the mix, and there's Dat Win again. With that attacking front four for Dallas, those linebackers and their speed really been sensational thus far today.
11th play of the drive for the Bucs. Off the play fake. Brad Johnson outside of Jameel Cook. Good receiver out of the backfield. At Illinois, he caught 34 passes last season. Rookie fullback. He's got good hands.
Sam, take a look at this. Watch Dave Moore right here, 83. Watch him get...
Oop, he ran out of our picture.
Take a look at him right here. Now he's going to come up. Darren Hambrick. Watch Darren Hambrick pull his shirt off.
3rd and 4 for the Bucs. Just across the Dallas 35. Out of the shotgun, everybody out. Brad Johnson to Warwick Dunn. Man, he fired it in there. It's a first down, Tampa Bay. Darren Woodson covering Warwick Dunn, but that was a bullet shot.
Well, you're right, Sam. And look, I want you to watch. Here's Warwick. He's going to come out here. Now, here's Dat Win. Dat Win's going to be here and there. And look at him thread that ball right in the middle of those 2 defenders. I mean, that's pinpoint accuracy. And that's also confidence. That's confidence in his ability to get the ball there. And they haven't had that kind of confidence to make that accurate delivery in the quarterback position in Tampa since Tony's been here.
John Nix, a rookie out of Southern Mississippi, number 60, in a nose tackle for Dallas. Outside it goes. Carl Williams spins away, dives for the first down marker at the 19-yard line. We talked to Brad Johnson about his accuracy. He's 3rd all-time in the NFL.
I think, one, being able to throw the football. but I think also knowing the system, you know, obviously you got to hit your primary receivers, but there's going to be breakdowns in the course of the game, knowing where your checkdowns are, knowing where your outlets are, and letting those guys make plays. And that's the strength of this offense. We have so many different guys that can get the ball and they can make plays after the catch, and I think that's why it's a perfect fit for me being down here in Tampa.
He's 14 for 18. Warwick Dunn on second and short. The ball knocked loose. Dallas recovers. Pepe Zellner. Dunn fumbles. And the Cowboys have recovered. Zellner coming back from major knee surgery. Just started to play in the 4th preseason game.
And that's the essence of this defense. Let them drive. Let them make the mistake. Nix, who you just talked about, Sam, was there on the wrap-up. His hand hit the ball, and it popped out well before Dunn was down.
Mark, what is Grandma eating off the ironing board?
Why not?
This is a kitchen table, not a desk.
It's both now, and Dad's got a schedule for that.
Dinner's at 11.
Ish.
Mark, you go work in your room.
There's no desk up there, and I can't stay awake. I just get in bed. It's like out.
Would you like a room with a nice big workspace?
Great.
What's this look like? A Holiday Inn?
Hey, Grandma.
Want a room with room to work? Holiday Inn gives you more, and more is better.
Your car never nags. It never complains about how much time you spend with the guys. It thinks a little gas is a good thing. Here's to the perfect relationship.
She was engineered by science to be human perfection. But Fridays this fall, she'll face science's newest creations. Not perfect, and definitely not human. From Academy Award winner James Cameron comes the season premiere of the hit series Dark Angel on its new night and time. Friday, September 21st at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Being a quarterback in the NFL is a tough job. First, you got to get the play. And then you got to recite the play in the huddle. Get up to the line of scrimmage, quiet the crowd, read the defense. Oh, yeah, you got to set that receiver in motion, get the snap. And how about the mechanics? All that gets rehearsed over and over. His footwork, the play fakes, gathering himself in the pocket to throw. Then the execution. Sometimes you got to buy yourself some time. Keep your eyes on the defense, pull the trigger, and if half that works out right, there's always that phone call from the sideline to remind you you forgot something.
Call for help.
And that's what it's like, and it hit the mind of Quincy Carter. It must be spinning. Yeah, I know they try to make it simple for him, but you need about a penny-and-3 processor in there to figure it all out.
23-year-old Quincy Carter handing to Emmitt Smith. No gain. Simeon Rice was there. They worked with Simeon to try to play the run better. We know he's one of the great pass rushers in the game.
But he's real enthusiastic about how he works now. He always thought he worked hard before. There he is to the left of the screen outside the tight end. He strings that thing out and strings it out, and that's contained end. You can't let anything get outside of you. You can't let your legs get chopped down. Look at the extension in the arms. Jackie Harris tries to grab a fistful of jersey, still not enough.
Loss of a yard. Emmitt Smith, 5 carries, -6 yards thus far. Carter on a quick drop. That pass broken up. Good play by Nate Webster, the backup middle linebacker. Second-year man out of the University of Miami. Getting a chance to play.
They really liked Nate Webster. Matter of fact, Nate Webster made a strong push to be the starter over Jamie Duncan, but Jamie Duncan held on. The thing they like about Nate Webster is his speed. His technique, how aggressive he is. He attacks hard. The thing they don't like about him is he's just a little bit mouthy. He gets real excited. He likes to trash talk. He likes to get in people's face. They had that scrimmage down there with Miami for 3 days before they played him, and he was jarring every 2 seconds.
3rd and 11, 3 wide receivers in for Dallas. Carter, short to Michael Wiley out of the backfield. First hit by Nate Webster, second hit by Rondé Barber, and short of a first down at the 29-yard line.
There's Webster. Webster, did you see who was in the middle of it?
There he goes.
Webster, and he can't help himself. If he makes a play, he's going to let somebody know about it.
Coming down to the 2-minute warning. And the big surprise, the Dallas Cowboys are hanging right in there with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Each team with 2 turnovers thus far. Quincy Carter, 3 for 5 in his NFL debut. We'll be right back.
Fox NFL Sundays, brought to you by Autotrader.com, the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
Check this out. Bob here needs a car.
How about a pickup? A black one. With a place for my butt.
Autotrader.com. Over 1.5 million used cars, make it the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
Need a loan?
Yeah.
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
They live among us, hiding in the shadows. But on September 17th, they're coming out.
What do you mean, rats?
Now, where the hell are they coming from?
Now, only 2 people know the truth.
It's a rogue colony.
They're aggressive.
They're not afraid anymore.
That the biggest threat to our existence,
Oh, my God.
these rats gotta be destroyed now, is coming from right beneath our feet.
Where the hell are you?
A Fox original movie thriller. The Rats. Parental discretion advised. Monday, September 17th on Fox.
Game day. It all comes down to this. You've got home field advantage and a sympathetic crowd. Don't blow it. You win here, you might just get the game at your house next week, too.
NFL kickoff weekend. 8 new starting quarterbacks around the league. Elvis Grbac in Baltimore, Doug Flutie in San Diego, Trent Green in Kansas City, Matt Hasselbeck in Seattle. 6 new head coaches. One of the new quarterbacks, of course, here, Quincy Carter. Micah Noor is back to punt for Dallas. It's Carl Williams deep for Tampa Bay. It's 4th and 1. Might Dallas try a fake here, Bill? Right. Waited till it was snapped. Kick toward the sideline, bounces down at the 30-yard line, and the Cowboys have it covered. And a little pushing and shoving. Eric Vance ball for Tampa Bay. 40-yard punt for Micah Noor. Bucks on offense when we come back.
Camry. One look, and you're going to want one.
The Wolf has been linked to more than a dozen bombings in the last decade.
Talk to him. You cannot take the law into your own hands.
Thanks for your advice.
From the jungles of Colombia
What do you think of this place?
to the streets of Washington, no one can stop a killer except the man who knows his face. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Collateral Damage. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 5th at a theater near you. Kurt Warner's life unfolded like a fairy tale. An unknown seeking a dream in the NFL.
I had no job, I had no money, we were living off of food stamps.
Until his hope became reality and gave him the opportunity of a lifetime.
2 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. Your team is tied.
Here's my opportunity, my Joe Montana moment.
Kurt Warner Beyond the Glory, tonight at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
Bucs from the 31. Out of the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Aaron Stecker, number 22, is in the backfield, replacing Warwick Dunn. Johnson completes to Keyshawn at the 35. And pulled out of bounds at the 36. 5th catch of the game for Keyshawn Johnson. Mario Edwards, yes. We'll hear that a lot this season. Fans here in Dallas excited by the way the Cowboys are playing, despite the fact that the Bucs have more yards and greater time of possession. It's an even ball game at 3-3. Each team with 2 turnovers. Allstott is in the slot. 3 wide receivers. Hand off inside to Aaron Stecker. Slips one man, then is pulled down up close to the 40-yard line. Greg Ellis on the tackle. No huddle for Tampa Bay. 3rd and about a yard. Quarterback sneak by Brad Johnson. And it's a 1st down for the Bucs. And again, no huddle.
Timeout called, Tampa.
All right. Minute 17 remaining. 1st half. Tampa Bay trying to move into scoring possession.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
Is that cold enough for you?
It's cold. It's not Coors Light.
Brewed at the edge of freezing to lock in that Rocky Mountain cold taste. Coors Light. Ah, tasty.
I need new friends.
Down here, you dine on dirt. Unravel egos. Grapple grizzlies. Then dance. Madden NFL 2002. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Rated E for everyone.
It's a school night for you, so time for bed.
A crisis at home.
She snuck out.
An assassin at large.
We have reason to believe an attempt will be made on David Palmer's life.
And a conspiracy that could blow this country apart.
Find the shooter, Jack.
Counterterrorism expert Jack Bauer has just 24 hours to get it under control.
Honey, I'm sorry that I can't be there with you right now.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up.
It's gonna be one hell of a day.
Feeling like a freight train. First, a plane leaves with the blood stain.
Keeper Sutherland stars.
Don't move.
In 24, an entire season of television devoted to one unforgettable day. 24, the clock starts ticking. Foxball.
Just one of those days.
The guys in the studio are pumped. JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris are ready for the Visa halftime report. They've got scores and highlights. We also have the Fox Sports ticker to keep you up to date with up-to-the-second stats. All coming up on the Visa halftime report. 5 defensive backs in for the Cowboys. 1st down, Tampa Bay at their own 43. Brad Johnson out of the shotgun, everybody out. He has time and nobody open. And he is sacked. Greg Ellis. 6.5 sacks last season. They expect him to get a lot of pressure along with Ekuban for the defensive end position. 1st sack of the game. 2nd and 11. Again, everybody out. Johnson looking and throwing wide of Mike Allstott with Dan Quinn on the coverage.
Oh, and you go hurry up offense. You pretty much know what you're going to do. And that's the time for the defensive line to just get into their pass rush mode. Greg Ellis did on the play before. He got up to the level of the quarterback, came back underneath. That time Myers was in there, Ellis was there. Demetrius Underwood now came into the game, number 91.
Here's 3rd and 11. Johnson looking, finally, and the ball was deflected away.
Demetrius Underwood.
He wanted to go to Jaquez Green, and big Demetrius Underwood, 6'6", 312. How about this guy? Getting the medical treatment and coming back onto the field.
Well, he gets that push. Now watch him stick his hand out there. That's perfect. You get up there and you corral the quarterback, and when he cocks his hand to throw, everybody get their hands up.
First punt of the game for Mark Royals. Sprained his knee in training camp. Just came back for the last preseason game. Wayne McGarity is deep for Dallas. Royals gets it away. Good kick. McGarity back to 12. And he's pulled down immediately. Good coverage on the play. Aaron Stecker, the running back, gets down for the tackle. Baseball on Fox. This is the place you want to be as we take you down the home stretch toward postseason. Next week, the Yankees and Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Giants and Dodgers. Barry Bonds, 60 home runs and counting. Astros and Cardinals. The race is on in the West in the National League for the wild card spot. Giants and Dodgers battling for the Western Division.
Warren Sapp, Sam, said he's been following that race close. He said there's not many people's jerseys he'd wear. But he went out and purchased a Barry Bonds jersey, and he wears it.
I can understand that.
Quincy Carter takes a knee. The final seconds will tick off in the first half. There's the debut for the rookie Quincy Carter. He had a couple of good plays. He didn't look too nervous to me, Bill. What about to you?
No, he's not nervous. A couple times, poor mechanics. He overthrew the ball, underthrew the ball once. But you know what? I'm not sure which I'm more impressed with. The Dallas defense and how good they're playing, or how often Tampa Bay's been throwing the ball.
Let's go down to the sideline of Mike Ducey.
Coach, your impressions of this first half. How disappointed are you in your offense to have only 3 points on the board?
Well, Dallas is playing with a lot of intensity, and they're playing kind of our style. They're making you use a lot of plays and self-destruct, and so far that's what we've done.
Anything this Dallas team done surprised you in the first half?
Not at all. They're playing like they played in the preseason. They're playing hard and playing aggressively.
Quickly, what do you have to do to get something going offensively in the second half?
Well, we just got to finish our drives and protect the ball a little bit better and convert on third down.
Coach, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Tampa coach Tony Dungy. Sam?
Thanks, Mike. Halftime at Texas Stadium. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Dallas Cowboys are all even at 3. The Visa halftime report next.
Leaf blower is nice. Listen, why don't you shut her down and we'll that's okay.
Pack your bags for the Love Cruise, a romantic competition like no other.
I can't stand people like you.
Setting sail in 2 days on Fox.
Don T and Billy V, Sports Sunday, tonight on the Fox 10 o'clock news.
Now's your chance to get the best deals of the year on America's #1 sellers. It's the Ford Authorized Clearance.
I'm glad I stopped by. These deals are incredible.
Save on Ford Super Duty and the full line of F-Series trucks.
$2,500 cash back. There's no way I could pass up an opportunity like this.
That's $2,500 cash back on the #1 selling Ford F-150.
All that payload and power. Plus, I used the cash back as my down payment.
See your Quality Plus Ford dealer now during the Ford Authorized Clearance.
Question about DirecTV?
Yeah, I hear this thing hits like an insane amount of sports channels.
Hey, hon. What's up?
You're absolutely right, sir. With DirecTV, you and your family can enjoy wonderful educational channels together.
I'll let you guys talk.
Here's the pitch.
We know how you feel about DirecTV, and that's why you'll get DirecTV installed in 2 rooms with 2 receivers for just $49.99 after mail-in rebate. Circuit City, we're with you.
Isn't it time you had a choice? With Comcast, you get 2 great choices. When you call 1-800-COMCAST and order digital cable with HBO at half price, you can choose between free installation or free digital service on a second set. Not to mention the choice of up to 270 channels. Call 1-800-COMCAST and choose today.
Hey. Hey. Paying some bills?
Actually, I'm researching a bond fund.
Oh, yeah, bond funds. Gotta diversify. And Fleet Homelink?
Fleet Homelink with Quick and Riley.
You know, you can invest with Fleet Homelink through Quick and Riley. You don't say. Can I be honest with you guys?
You're probably my best friends.
The Visa Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
And welcome to the Visa Halftime here in Studio 2A in Los Angeles, California. Full house indeed as we get you caught up on the action in the first half of play in the NFL. Cowboys defense doing a nice job. Buccaneers only 3, a tie at 3-all in the first half.
Bears, Ravens, no offense at all. Elvis Gerback, rough first half. Corey Stringer remembered at Minnesota as his good friend Randy Moss looks up. But opening kickoff, watch this, folks. This is how you want to have your season start off, especially on the road. Rookie Steve Smith, you see it up the middle to the outside, turns on the afterburners, 94-yard touchdown return, 7-0, 10-0 Panthers over the Vikings at the half.
All right, meanwhile, at Lambeau Field, Green Bay all over the Lions, 21-6. Matt Millen having a rough first game there. Brett Favre, big first half along with Ahman Green. Bills, 6-0 over the Saints. Saints can't get much generated at all on the offensive end, TV.
Colts 17, Jets 14. Typically, you expect this kind of play in the first half between these two bitter rivals. And then the Raiders and the Chiefs, who, by the way, have won the last 7 of the 8. There you go, at home, Howie. Sorry about that. And what is this? Go ahead, Howie. You take it. Oh, Jags. Yeah. Up on that surprise team from the AFC.
Hey, look here. The plus.
It's a whole new year.
Knotted at 10 at the half with the New England Patriots. And the Seahawks and Browns all knotted at 3. Howie said Seahawks surprise team perhaps.
Some of the worst football you've seen at the half.
Well, you know what? We want to know whether the fans care about the officiating as well. The question is, do you care that there are replacement officials? We want you to log on and cast your vote, yes or no. Cast your vote by logging on to foxsports.com, and we'll let you know in the late halftime. Visa Halftime will continue from here in Los Angeles with Chris, Howie, Terry, and yours truly, JB.
Good.
Right after this.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period.
I hope I don't tear a ligament in my ass.
Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of washed-up all-stars.
You got that right, brother.
As they take you places no other show dares to go. Sports comedy.
What, are you horny or something? Come on.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights. What more could you want from a sports show?
I'm a fan, brother. That's more than an athlete.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30, beginning September 17th.
Existentialists believe that the universe is meaningless and that human existence has no purpose.
Daddy, take a nap, take a nap, take a nap. Daddy, take a nap. Whoa, whoa, daddy got the floor, take a nap.
Undeclared premieres Tuesday, September 18th after the season premiere of That 70s Show on Fox.
This is Derek Brooks of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He supports the United Way. He has a way with kids.
Okay. Who wants to sing my favorite song? Good.
Who's my favorite player? Mr. Derek Brooks. 153 tackles, 36 assists, 2 times All-Pro.
How many?
3 times All-Pro.
Better. Let's start again.
Who's my favorite player? Derek.
Good.
Derek.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Class Grade 6 with Frasier this fall on Fox.
Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it.
of a sudden, $1 seemed a whole lot harder to part with.
Thanks to the new Mickey D's Dollar Menu. An entire menu full of items for just $1 each. You want a tasty McChicken sandwich? You got it. Or maybe you want a little extra something? Hey, who doesn't want a little extra something? With the new Dollar Menu, you can create your own meal or get something extra. The choice is yours. Right here, every day at McDonald's.
When I see you smile.
Excuse me, I think the tube is stuck.
Okay, I'll be right there. Be right back. This is so cold out there.
Excuse me, I think the tube is stuck.
The all-new 200 horsepower Acura RSX.
NFL.com, your source for game day coverage.
This is a big game.
We got to take it one play at a time. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Up-to-the-minute live stats. Live radio coverage.
Whiteley won't go down. Whiteley!
And post-game features.
Hey, listen, great job, fellas. Excellent job.
On Sundays, watch your game and follow the rest of the action on NFL.com.
Welcome back to Texas Stadium. A bit of a surprise here. The Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tied at 3 at halftime. The story coming in for Dallas was the rookie quarterback, Quincy Carter, taking over in the aftermath of the retirement of Troy Aikman and following up in the tradition of the great quarterbacks of Dallas, Meredith, Aikman, Staubach, White. He talked.
Follow the rest of the action on NFL.com.
Welcome back to Texas Stadium. A bit of a surprise here. The Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tied at 3 at halftime. The story coming in for Dallas was the rookie quarterback, Quincy Carter, taking over in the aftermath of the retirement of Troy Aikman and following up in the tradition of the great quarterbacks of Dallas, Meredith, Aikman, Staubach, White. He talked about being the quarterback.
Makes me feel good. Also makes me feel good to have Don Meredith's number, you know, and all the great things that he's done here. But, you know, I've got some big shoes to fill, but at the same time, I know I got to be myself. I know I got to go out and relax. I can't be Troy, Danny, or Roger, or Don, but I can be Quincy, and I can come in here and work hard and be a leader for our football team. Now, those are things that they did well, and I can also do them too.
Well, one thing they haven't asked Quincy Carter to do is win the game by himself. He hasn't done all that much, but he hasn't fallen apart either, Bill.
Well, he hasn't. He's remained tough, and he stood in there. They've taken his shots and picked his shots. But what surprised me about Dallas is the play of their defense. That's been really outstanding. The things that they've done, the changes in structure that they have made. This unit gave up 165 yards a game rushing last year. It's the same guys, the same coordinator. Right now, all they've given up is 35 yards rushing in the first half.
Yeah, let's take a look at the rushing defense by the Dallas Cowboys. Worst in the NFL last season. They've tightened up.
Well, you know, they've gone to the one-gap campus scheme, and that's where the defensive linemen are responsible for one gap. They don't have to tie up and mix it up with those big 300-pound linemen. And in doing that, they get penetration. When they get penetration, that allows room for the linebackers to flow and make plays.
35 yards rushing for Tampa Bay in the first half. Now let's go to the sideline before we started the second half, where Mike Ducey spoke with head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Dave Campo.
Coach Campbell, could you have hoped for a much better situation than the one you find yourself in at halftime?
Well, we really felt that we needed to keep the game close, and we got it where we wanted. We just got to go out and just keep playing hard for 4 quarters.
What did you think of Quincy Carter in the first half?
Quincy's doing all right. We're not getting things going as much as we would like, but, you know, we've had a couple miscues, but hopefully we'll play better in the second half.
Coach, thank you. Guys, back to you.
First half statistics, rushing, not much for either team. Passing yardage, the edge to Tampa Bay. Overall yardage edge to Tampa Bay. First downs just 2 for Dallas, but 2 turnovers each.
And that's why the scores are the same. But for Dallas, if they're going to help a rookie quarterback with the thought process in which, hey, we're going to lean on our offensive line and lean on our running back, they need more than 25 yards out of their running game. And there's veterans up there. There's guys that have been around. You got big, strong guys. You got Stepnoski, Larry Allen, Solomon Page, Flozell Adams. You better make something happen this half. Don't put the game in your young quarterback's hands. The hat is on you, fellas, to pick it up.
Quincy Carter talking with Troy Hambrick. Martin Gramatica will kick off to start the second half. And don't forget, Reggie Swinton had the big 77-yard return for the Cowboys in the first half to set up their field goal. Gramatica's kick coming down to Swinton at the 4. And he bursts through, trying to get outside, and there's Brian Kelly again. He has made some huge tackles in this game.
Young Swinton cut the wrong way. He had nobody.
This is a doubleheader day here on Fox, and following this game, many of you will see the St. Louis Rams at the Philadelphia Eagles. Some of you will see Atlanta and San Francisco. Game 2 of our doubleheader. And the fans here in the Dallas area will see the Rams and the Eagles, and the speed of the St. Louis Rams and their revved up offense, and they both improved defense. Rams and Eagles coming up, the second game of our doubleheader. Cowboys from the 31, Emmitt Smith, who had minus yardage in the first half, gets up to the 34-yard line.
Well, it wasn't much, but it's more than they got out of the running game in the first half. Every time Emmitt touched the ball, you see he was tackled for a loss. And this is they're going to come out, and they know that. They went in at halftime, and I'm sure that, hey, guys, we have a rookie quarterback. We can't ask him to win the game for us. You guys got to pick it up. I don't care who's over there. I don't care if it's Sapp. I don't care if it's Rosie Greer. I don't care who's over there. Deacon Jones, you got to get it done.
And off inside to Robert Thomas, and he bursts through. The fullback breaks another tackle and gets down to the 41-yard line. Dexter Jackson finally took him down, but what a power run by Robert Thomas. 24 yards.
Well, I hand it off in the middle, but I want you to watch the little fake here. They're thinking reverse. Rocket Ismail comes outside, and everybody's thinking it's reverse. Instead, it's a quick belly play to the fullback.
Spotted at the 41 on first down, Emmitt Smith breaks through. And now the Cowboys showing some good run offense as Emmitt gets into the positive yardage for the day.
Well, they've come out and they've made an adjustment. They've said, we are going at the middle of the defense, between the tackles, between Booger McFarland, between Warren Sapp. That time Tampa was on a slant, but they're going right downhill. Not off tackle, not off guard. They're going right down the middle.
Troy Hambrick in the backfield with Emmitt Smith. First down, Dallas at the Tampa Bay 30. Quick outside of Galloway, and right there is Rondé Barber. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Good speed by the Tampa Bay defense. Coming into today's game, Emmitt Smith needed 104 yards to pass Barry Sanders to become the second all-time leading rusher in NFL history. The difference is now 95 yards as he tries to close in. Of course, Walter Payton, to get to Walter Payton, he'd need over 1,500 yards this season. Quincy Carter fires, and it is broken up by Rondé Barber.
Now, that ball came out high, too.
Intended for Joey Galloway. Barber with a good play.
Well, the fans are booing. They want a pass interference call. But they both went up after this ball, and this ball was high. And the defender has an equal path to that ball as well. He has the same right to that ball as the offensive player does.
3 wide receivers in for Dallas. Michael Wiley is in the backfield. Jackie Harris shifts.
Shuttle.
And there's the little shovel pass inside to Wiley. Gets inside the 30 to the 28 where Simeon Rice brings him down. And the Dallas drive is stopped. The field goal kicking unit comes on.
But again, Sam, it was the middle of the defense that they attacked. Even with the shovel pass, they think they can get something there. If you watch the defensive tackles, Warren Sapp and Brooke McFarland, there's a wide gap between the two of them. Now, they rely on their speed and quickness to close that gap, but it's still a big, huge gap.
46-yard attempt for Tim Cedar. Out of Micah Noor's hold. The kick on the way, and it is good. Dallas has the lead. Cowboys with a good drive to start the second half. Tim Cedar finishes it with a 46-yard field goal.
There we were planning our vacation online. That's when the pain started.
Digititis is a repetitive stress injury, just like carpal tunnel syndrome, except different.
Basically, it feels like a fleshy fireball on the end of my hand.
We're seeing an explosion of this with all the double clicking that's going on. If we catch this early, we can help.
Searching for a great airfare online doesn't have to be a pain. Just go to southwest.com for our $34 to $89 sale when you purchase by September 17th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Unravel every riddle for every individual in trouble or in pain. With the thoughts I'll be thinking I could be another Lincoln. If I only had a brain.
Presenting the microchip card accepted millions more places worldwide than NX Blue. So use your brain. The smart Visa card. Just visit Visa.com.
Take flight this season with your Philadelphia Eagles. Donovan McNabb, Hugh Douglas, Chad Lewis, they'll all be there, and you'll want to be there too. Get into the action this year as the Eagles battle the NFL's elite. Season ticket holders, remember, the deadline to return your stadium builder license is September 7th. For Philadelphia Eagles tickets, call 215-463-5500 or log on to PhiladelphiaEagles.com. Join the excitement this season. Call now.
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear. Call 877-NFL-SHOP for your free team catalog.
Fox NFL Sunday, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, celebrating 30 years of freedom, 30 years, one mission, low fares.
Noor set to kick off. Carl Williams deep for the Bucs. Williams takes it on the run at the 8. And down he goes. Orantis Grant with a flying tackle. The second-year linebacker out of Georgia flying through. Great special teams effort thus far by Dallas.
You know, and I think, Sam, it's the youth and enthusiasm of this Dallas Cowboys team. Heck, there's not many guys on this team that have even been in the league for a year, let alone, I think they have 36 players that have been in the league under 3 years.
I think you're right on that number.
And that's a ton. And these guys, a lot of these guys have been in NFL Europe. A lot of these guys were rookie free agents. A lot of guys that never really thought they had a chance. And here they are performing. Dallas Cowboys home opener. They're jacking the roof.
Johnson checking off at the line. Short drop outside. Jacquez Green up to the 28-yard line. Darren Hambrick on the stop. Third catch of the game for Jacquez Green. Johnson going to the short drop and the quick out. See his numbers.
Where he's throwing the ball. And you can see that he hasn't thrown the ball anywhere to anybody.
Outside again to Jacquez Green, and he pulls up to the 38-yard line for a first down. Mario Edwards.
Actually, that pass distribution chart was supposed to show that he hasn't thrown the ball beyond 20 yards. Everything has been the check down. Now he has some guys outside in Keyshawn Johnson. He has some speed in Riddell Anthony, Jacquez Green, but everything has come back down underneath. And, you know, that's because of the defense the Dallas Cowboys are playing. They're going to give you the underneath and close on you and hope you make a mistake, which Tony Dungy was talking about at halftime.
Warwick Dunn across the 40, up to the 43-yard line. Brad Johnson, 17 for 23 thus far in the game, 115 yards, 1 interception. Dunn and Allstott in the backfield. Jacquez Green and Keyshawn Johnson, the wide receivers, and Dave Moore, the tight end, to start the second half. No changes in the offensive line. Bucs hope to have Jeff Christie, the injured starting center, back for next week's game against Philadelphia, though they do have a bye week in week 3. 2nd and 7. Screen pass. Mike Allstott brought down from behind by Mike Myers up across the 45.
And every time that Tampa has tried to run that screenplay, the guys have been making the tackle have been the defensive tackle. Brandon Noble, Mike Myers, and it's the pursuit that comes from the defensive lineman once that ball was thrown.
How about the change inside for Dallas? Noble and Myers taking over for Leon Lett and Chad Hennings.
Well, you know what? Those two guys played a lot last year, a ton. They were in the rotation. They got a lot of reps. But when they looked in the offseason, Dave Campo and Zimmerman saw them. They said they're a little bit undersized, so let's get them upfield.
3rd and 3, everybody out. Brad Johnson, nobody open. Now he goes short and completes. The Jacquez Green up close to the first down marker. Let's see where the spot is. George Teague with the hit. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. An interesting change for Tampa Bay, Bill, I think, is watching them in 3rd and short situations. They've gone to mostly a passing formation.
Well, they've been passing the ball all day. If you look at the percentage of the times they've run the ball to the times they've thrown the ball, it certainly wouldn't match up to any of the previous 5 years Tony Dungy's been here.
First down, Bucs up close to the 49. Keyshawn Johnson in motion. Warwick Dunn on the delay. Cut off the block. Squirms through to the 48-yard line of Dallas. Darren Woodson took him down.
There's just a lot of white jerseys flying around. And Darren Woodson that time came in and closed because this power O was executed almost perfectly. Down block, pulling Randall McDaniel. There's Allstott. Now watch Allstott. He makes his block, and then Woodson comes in behind it and makes the play. There's just white jerseys flying around. And it's the same bunch of guys. It's the same defensive coordinator. It's just a new concept that lets them be free. You'd probably say, well, why the heck didn't they do this last year? They didn't have the personnel last year to do it with the guys you talked about up front.
Johnson off the play fake for Keyshawn. The grab, and he is knocked out of bounds. It is incomplete. Keyshawn said he had it. The official said no, he didn't have it in bounds. George Teague with the hard hit on Keyshawn Johnson.
Well, 1, 2.
And well, I guess he ruled he didn't have possession.
Let me see the possession.
It's a juggle.
Pulls it in. I don't know. That looked like a reception to me. That's me.
It's close.
They're taught, the mechanics are to look at the feet first, then look at the top. There's Teague with the strip. Teague with the strip. That shot right there showed it. Teague with the strip of that ball just pulled it down. They're going to challenge it.
Tony Dungy will challenge this.
And they're going to lose a timeout. It was that last shot, that last picture, that shows the arm of George Teague coming through the ball. Now, the mechanics of the officials on the side are to look feet first and then up at the ball. That's how the mechanics work. They look at the feet. So by the time the official looked at the feet to see if both of them came in, watch, they're looking down first. 1, 2. Now he looks up to see if the ball is intact, and it's not. And that's why they rule it.
Nice move by Jerry Jones. See Jerry hop out of the way? That's the lighter Jerry Jones. Let's see if we can pick him up jumping out of the way here. That's Jerry.
Is that Jerry jumping out?
Yeah. Now here it is again. The ruling has been challenged by Tampa Bay.
Ball's out. And that's a heck of a play by George Teague, staying with it. George Teague had to cover a lot of ground to get there. And when he got there, he made sure he went after the ball.
There is the owner, general manager, Jerry Jones.
Big smile.
Awaiting the replay ruling from referee Paul Levine. If the ruling on the field is upheld, it'll be a timeout cost charge to Tampa
After
Bay.
review, the play stands is called. Player did not have control of the ball when he went out of bounds. Be a timeout. Tampa Bay.
So again, the ruling here was no possession. And
1-2 in the strip.
Teague broke it up. Look at Jerry hop out of the way.
Hey, look, that's pretty good.
He moved pretty well on that.
A year ago, he might not have been able to get out of the way.
When you lose 50 pounds, you can do that. 3rd and 7 for Tampa Bay at the Dallas 49. Here comes Dallas. Blitz is picked up. Brad Johnson, nobody open, and they throw him down. Izell Reese with the sack of Brad Johnson. And the Cowboys defense comes through again.
That's aggressive attacking call by the defense of the Dallas Cowboys. Zimmer calls a blitz, and they bring to the bottom of the screen the two safeties. Woodson's on the outside. Lynn Scott, 21, is on the inside. Brad Johnson got out of there in a hurry, and Izell Reese came up and cleaned it up.
Second punt of the game for Mark Boyles. Wayne McGarity deep for Dallas. Good high kick. Fair catch way for McGarity. Oh! Aaron Stecker in the head. That's interference with a fair catch.
It most certainly is, and that isn't a bright play at all. The Gunners, the responsibility when they get down there and they get past their defender is to look at the receiver, the guy catching a punt, to see what he's doing, and he was waving his hand from side to side.
Now, Stecker is claiming he was pushed into the receiver.
He wasn't pushed, and he even used his head a little bit too by throwing it, it appeared, into the returner.
The officials huddle up to discuss it. And as you know, these are replacement officials being used by the NFL. Nothing new on the regular officials, Bill?
They're not here.
Fair catch interference. Gets the kicking team. Number 22. Spot foul. 15 yards. First down.
Wow. That's a costly penalty.
Well, there he gets by, and now the fair catch is called, and he is not blocked into him. He's nowhere near blocking into him. Watch him throw his head in there.
Oh, you're 100% right. Aaron Stecker fighting off Izell Reese and interfered with a fair catch.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
It's cold. It's not Coors Light.
Coors Light, tasty.
Get your paws off that.
With a 4.3-liter engine, the Lexus GS430 not only has more torque and more horsepower than the BMW 540i, it also stops faster. So really, which car is the ultimate? The GS430 at your Lexus dealer.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
It's cold, but it's not Coors Light.
Coors Light, tasty.
Hey, let me call you back. There must be my blind date.
Marshall.
Punt, Marshall, punt.
Kickoff weekend continues later today on Fox.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Wade Wilson played 19 years in the NFL. He's the quarterback coach for the Dallas Cowboys, and he's got a rookie in Quincy Carter. Anthony Wright's in his second season with the Cowboys, and Clint Sterner is in his second season in the NFL with the Cowboys.
And I talked to Wade about it, and he said, you know what, it became real challenging. And I welcomed it with open arms. And what has happened through it all is they've built a real good relationship between he and Quincy Carter. I mean, these two guys on and off the field, they call each other at home on their cell phones, talk about not only football, but different things that Quincy has to do. Looking for an apartment, how do I do this, how do I do that? 19-year-old vet.
Cowboys from the 29, Emmitt Smith. And into his own man, bounces off and gets 5 yards on the play. Jamie Duncan, the middle linebacker, made the stop for the Bucs. Dallas with a 6-3 lead here in the third quarter.
Well, it's quite evident that in the second half in the locker room that the Cowboys came out and committed to the run. They said, hey, you guys, we're going to get this thing going by hook or by crook. They're hammering right up the gut.
And Emmitt Smith has gotten positive yardage here in the second half. Rocket Ismail in motion. Emmitt Smith cuts it back. Away from one man. And falls forward close to the first down marker. He was tripped up by Donnie Abraham.
You want to talk about a great matchup, Sam. Is the matchup. Warren Sapp has to line up over Larry Allen. I mean, that's a great watch. Here they are together right over there to the right side. And look at the push big Larry Allen gets. He gets a little chip from the tackle. Comes down and helps him out. Flozo Adams trying to get that thing sprung. But Warren Sapp's the lightest he's been. Warren Sapp is 285 pounds. He stopped eating after 6 o'clock at night. I said, well, what do you do? Do you go to bed early? Because if you stay up to 11, you're pretty hungry. But that's got to be a constant battle. If you stop eating at 6 o'clock at night,
you see the first down for Dallas.
If you stop eating at 6 o'clock at night, try that. You want to go home and try that this week?
Oh, no, I get hungry.
How about you? I couldn't do it.
I know.
Stop eating at 6, and if you stay up late at night, you're watching. I couldn't do it. All the commercials come on TV. There's like Whoppers and
Big Macs.
No, but he doesn't eat anything. That's how he lost his weight.
Two great ones there. Dallas with a first down. Emmitt Smith, who carried for -6 yards in the first half, has 4 carries, 21 yards thus far in the third quarter. Ismail in motion, handoff inside Robert Thomas, who had the big run on the previous possession of 24 yards, and he gets a couple of yards.
If you take a look at Dallas, how they ran in the first half, look what they did. They tried going outside. There's Emmitt. That didn't work. Brian Kelly wrapped him up. They came to the other side. There's Emmitt again. And, there's Simeon Rice. He's there. They go in at halftime and said, we're going right at the heart of them. They come out. There's Robert Thomas. There's Emmitt. He's hammering away. But that was the adjustment that was made by the Dallas running game in the locker room.
Carter dropped the ball. And he falls on top.
I think he hit his own guy. I think his hands were down as he tried to, and I think he hit the back, Emmitt coming through. As Emmitt was coming through to help pass protect, I think his hands were down, and they caught Emmitt. Let's take a look. Emmitt comes up. There's he just lost
out of his hands.
Watch out by our camera guys.
Just dropped the ball.
That's rookie. That's a rookie mistake. He's had two. He's had the fumble on the center exchange, and now that.
Have to get to the 49 for a first down. Everybody out. Carter being rushed. Got rid of it to Michael Wiley. Incomplete. Took a big hit from Booger McFarland.
They ran a little game to both sides of the line. A little end tackle twist. The end comes first. The tackle comes around both sides now. Take a look. There goes Simeon Rice inside, and Booger McFarland, the tackle on the other side, loops around. Gets the hit.
You expecting a big year from Anthony McFarland?
Yeah. They think, and I do as well, that this is going to be his breakout year. Third year. Last year he learned what it takes to get through a 16-game season. He's explosive. He's big and fast.
Mike Adore to punt. Carl Williams is deep back there at his own 20. Williams waits for a fair catch and takes it at the 22-yard line. 4:07 remaining, third quarter. Bucks on offense, trailing the Cowboys 6-3.
Hello?
You have a patient.
Who is this?
She has a number locked in her troubled mind. I need that number.
What's your worst fear, Nathan?
We have your daughter.
Daddy.
Don't panic. Wherever you go, you will be watched.
Just get her back.
I need you to help me. Don't question.
Is it a telephone number?
No.
Is it a code?
Michael Douglas.
You want what they want.
What is it?
Don't say a word.
I'll never tell any of you.
Rated R. September 28th, only in theaters.
Hey, baby. Come here often?
Smooth, yet cheesy. White cheddar Cheez-It crackers, made with real white cheddar cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a 10? The 5. Fumble!
Get your hands on new Game Day Cheez-It crackers. Football shapes for football fans.
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear. For the biggest selection of authentic NFL gear from all 32 teams, call 877-NFL-SHOP. Call 877-NFL-SHOP for your free team catalog.
She was engineered by science to be human perfection. But Fridays this fall, she'll face science's newest creations. Not perfect, and definitely not human. The season premiere of the hit series Dark Angel on its new night and time, Friday, September 21st at 8/7 Central on Fox.
We are in Dallas, Texas, actually Irving, Texas, on opening day of the 2001 NFL season. Texas Stadium is filled to capacity, 89th consecutive sellout. Tampa Bay from their own 22. Blitz is on. The play fake by Brad Johnson. Woodson got picked up. Complete to Keyshawn up at the 39-yard line. That was a good blitz pickup by the Bucks. Sixth catch of the game for Keyshawn Johnson.
That was Warwick Dunn on the pickup. And the guy they picked up was Darren Woodson on the blitz. So that took one extra defender out of your secondary. And if you give that time and you have Keyshawn Johnson down there, he's going to hurt you. There's the pickup right there. And that was enough to buy the time for Brad Johnson to get Keyshawn Johnson open. Warwick, that was their sixth pass of the half. They've only run the ball twice in this half.
Keyshawn Johnson limping a little bit. Warwick Dunn carrying, looking for a hole, spins his way up to the 45-yard line. Ask the coaching staff, what is it about Warwick Dunn that we don't realize? And they said how tough he is. For a small guy, he's really strong and tough.
Warwick Dunn, he's adorable for his size. I mean, you don't really care about it. If you're good enough, Sam, you're big enough. But the knock on him at 5'9" was, you see Darren Hambrick flow, how easy it was for the linebacker to get to him untouched. But the knock on Warwick was he's too small. At 5'9", he can't hold up 25 times a game. They threw that theory out the window.
Keyshawn's limping noticeably. Warwick Dunn carrying. And gets up to the 48-yard line. It's Darren Hambrick again on the tackle.
Sam, Keyshawn has been limping the entire game since. Remember when his shoe came off on that hit?
Right.
Yeah, ever since then, when he came back in the game after that, he twisted his ankle a little bit when he came out of his shoe.
And Warwick Dunn walks slowly to the sideline. A little shaken up on the play.
It was on this play right here. Now watch, when he gets hit, watch his ankle. It gets caught right there. See, it get caught just a little bit, and it just tweaked it a little bit, and it's bothered. And since he came back in the game from that, he's had a little limp when he's going to and from the huddle and jogging to and out of formation. When he gets into his pass route, he loses.
Another first down for the Bucks. It's up to the 49-yard line. 2:45 to go, third quarter. And now Warwick Dunn is heading for the locker room.
This one we're talking about how adorable he was, but he's running it.
Yeah.
You know what that is, Sam? You better believe it.
You ever had that happen to you?
I won't go there.
Okay. On first down, Brad Johnson wants to go deep. Took a hit. Looking for Jacquez Green. Incomplete. Izell Reese on the coverage. Good coverage by the cornerback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Myers and Nix lay a hit on Brad Johnson just as he threw the ball. Watch Brad. He's going to be releasing the ball. Here comes Myers and Nix. He gets hammered. That ball is just underthrown a little bit because of that. But normally when the ball is underthrown, that's always advantage offense. Quez couldn't get back far enough in time to make that reception.
John Nix, number 60, defensive tackle, now heads for the sideline. A rookie, a 7th-round draft pick, and has been in on the rotation. Izell Reese gets up limping a little bit. He sprained his ankle earlier in the game and came back and now walks off slowly again.
At the end of that play, if you saw Jacquez Green, you saw Reese in that play grabbing his knee. That's the same exact play. That's when it just happened, bro. Take a look. At the end of this, watch, see how his knee gets turned around just a little bit, his right knee, and then he comes out of that thing, and you see here he grabs it.
A couple of wet spots on the turf. There was considerable rain overnight. The field was covered this morning. There's been no rain during the course of the game. Far cry from the conditions last year when they played the Eagles here in 109-degree temperatures.
What do you need for temperatures today?
No. Juan Hawthorne is in at left corner for Dallas. On 2nd and 10, it's Aaron Stecker. They got him for a loss. Darren Woodson leading the charge for the loss. JB's got an update. Let's go to him right now.
Sam and Bill, the Saints struggled to only 64 total yards of offense in the first half. Here they picked up 46. Aaron Brooks going up top looking for Albert Connell. Guarded too closely by Ken Irving. Great concentration and a field goal. It is now 10-6. Saints over Buffalo. Back to Sam and Bill.
Thanks, JB. Boy, good throw. 6 DBs in for Dallas. Crowd wild. On 3rd down, Brad Johnson for Jacquez Green. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. First down, Tampa Bay. Good play by Jacquez Green. And a good throw by Brad Johnson.
Well, they're taking their chance. Tampa Bay throwing the ball downfield. Is this Tampa Bay? I don't feel comfortable saying that in the same breath, same sentence. Johnson takes a whack again, that time by Brandon Noble. And Jacquez Green just gets to that out in front of Lynn Scott. Got both feet down.
25-yard pickup.
What a throw on that out. That ball was thrown beautifully.
6 catches, 59 yards for Jacquez Green from the Dallas 29. Deshaun in motion. Mike Allstott carrying. Stays on his feet, using his strength. It's down to the 26-yard line.
On that last pass, Sam, on that deep out, as he's getting whacked by Brandon Noble, that's why they courted Brad Johnson. That's why they made it work to get him down here. It's that type of accuracy.
Let's find out about Warrick Dunn down to the sideline of Mike Ducey.
All right, guys, just talked with some of the folks from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they tell me, the team officials tell me, that he's simply having some cramping problems. You saw the way that he ran off the field. They fully expect Warrick Dunn to return. Again, having some problems with cramps. Back to you.
Thanks, Mike. On the field, Aranthus Grant, backup linebacker, is down being checked out. We'll check out for a moment.
Reinvented Camry. One look, and you're going to want one.
On December 6, 1992, Barry Sanders fumbled the football. He was determined never to let that happen again, but it did happen again. 3 years and 803 carries later.
Hey, nothing beats an original. Original Coors. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water.
Original Coors. Hold on tight.
Introducing the best damn sports show, period.
I hope I don't tear a ligament in my ass.
Join Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of washed-up all-stars.
You got that right, brother.
As they take you places no other show dares to go. Sports comedy.
What, are you horny or something? Come on.
Commentary.
If it wasn't for him, baseball would be in the toilet right now.
Updated scores and highlights. What more could you want from a sports show?
I'm a fan, brother. That's more than an athlete.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights at 7:30 and 11:30, beginning September 17th.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the reinvented Toyota Camry. Get the feeling. By Don't Say a Word, starring Michael Douglas, September 28th, only in theaters. By the motor oil that provides maximum protection. Castrol GTX, drive hard. And by DirecTV, the #1 satellite entertainment provider.
Back at Texas Stadium, Arantes Grant on the sideline with his leg checked out by the medical staff. A tape job. Eisel Reese is back at left corner for Dallas. Brad Johnson sends everybody out, throws short to Allstock. And he is brought down across the 25-yard line. Darren Woodson was there.
Boy, Dallas didn't look like they knew exactly where they're getting lined up there defensively. They had guys running all over the place. All three of those linebackers have been all over the place.
We have come down to the end of the third quarter. Game was tied 3-3 at halftime. The Cowboys took the opening kickoff and drove down for a field goal to give them a 6-3 lead at the end of 3 quarters. Cowboys 6, Fox 3.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Think Fox First with Don Tollefson on the Fox 10 o'clock news.
For the first time ever, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety subjected full-size pickups to their crash test, a test performed at even higher speeds than those conducted by the government. In the end, only one earned the highest overall safety rating. Toyota Tundra. When we say better from the ground up, we mean a lot better.
Walt called me first. I called Marty up.
Wife says, don't lie to me.
First thing I asked Walt was, what's the matter with your furnace?
Put your wife on the phone. Maybe I'll believe her more.
What are you talking about?
So she says, Tom, get a Bible, put your hand on it.
And he says, we hit the big one. My wife says, you quit paying on a lottery. You don't even play the lottery. We hit the Pennsylvania lottery for $27 million. This was meant to be for a group of guys to hit like this. This should be the last paycheck we should ever need.
I think that's about everything we need to close this equity loan. If you'll just sign where I've marked these pages.
Great. I really appreciate you coming by.
Miss Cooper, it's not at all uncommon for us to visit our customers in their homes, if that's best for them.
Yeah, I know.
This is something we do for lots of customers.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Kickoff weekend 2001 and stay with Fox right through the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Oh, we get a surprise Super Bowl team, a surprise Super Bowl champion this year. Just never know. Warwick Dunn is back from the locker room. And a big third down play coming up for the Bucs at the Dallas 24-yard line. 4 wide receivers in for Tampa Bay. Brad Johnson works out of the shotgun. Johnson throwing short to Jacquez Green, and he's got it down at the 16-yard line. A first down for Tampa Bay, 7th catch of the game for Jacquez Green.
Can I give you a clue why Warwick Dunn wasn't cramping?
Yeah?
Can I give you a clue?
Go ahead.
He was going in there by himself.
Okay.
Okay, if he was going in to get IVs or something like that, there's usually somebody going in there with him. They don't have a whole staff sitting in there in the training room waiting for the players to individually run in.
We understand, Bill. First down, Bucks at the 17. Keyshawn in motion. All start and done in the backfield. Dunn cuts it back the other way. Gets down about the 13-yard line. That Wynn, the middle linebacker, in on the tackle.
And Wynn, another linebacker with another tackle. And you know, that's a beautiful cut, and it works so well. And Warwick Dunn had it pegged. Look, it's bunched up to the left. He takes it, cut back right. But the speed of that Dallas linebacking staff, and it's just been amazing to me all day. Dunn can't seem to get it going, and this is the same defense, the same guys that he had 200 against last year.
16 carries, 39 yards. Short drop. Johnson goes outside, and it's complete to Jacquez Green. Out of bounds inside the 5. So Jacquez Green has suddenly become the key man, with Keyshawn limping a little bit. Green has become the #1 target for Brad Johnson.
That little fake slant to the inside to come back to the pylon on the out, and it was just a timing pattern. And that, there again, it is Brad Johnson's accuracy.
First and goal for the Bucks at the 4. All start and done in the backfield. Keyshawn in motion. Dunn dancing through, diving to the goal line. And it's just short. He came up inches short. Good job by Warwick Dunn to stay on his feet after he was tripped up.
You want to take a look at the ball and see if it broke the plane or if he was tackled down before that ball crossed the plane. Well, boy, you just have to get to the front of the white line. This isn't college. Your knee doesn't have to be down. That ball has to get to the front. Wow, that was close.
Pete Pearson is in as a tight end eligible. Quarterback sneak, Brad Johnson, touchdown Tampa Bay. The first touchdown of the game. But an outstanding drive for the Bucks from their own 23-yard line, finished off by Brad Johnson's quarterback sneak.
And that's exactly what Tony Dungy was talking about at half. He said, we've got to come out and we've got to make the drives and we've got to move down the field, and we can't self-destruct. We can't make any mistakes, because that's what the Dallas defense is waiting on. We've got to make the drives go down. And at that time, on that drive, it was all Brad Johnson.
Todd Washington, the starting center in his first NFL start, led the block for Brad Johnson. And the Bucks have regained the lead. They scored on the opening drive on a field goal by Martin Gramatica. The Cowboys then had 6 points with 2 field goals, 1 in each half, to grab a 6-3 lead, and now the Bucks are back out in front. That time the Cowboys defense, which had been stiffening inside the red zone, gave way.
Well, they played pretty good down there, but a lot of the things that happened before was Tampa Bay would make a mistake. They had the fumble down there.
Eligible number.
Johnson with some good passes to Jacquez Green. Green with now 8 receptions, 75 yards. Understand the delay here.
Oh, they don't have the clock set to where it's supposed to be set.
Now we're at it. Gramatica for the extra point. Mark Royals is the holder. And the kick is right through. Tampa Bay Buccaneers early in the 4th quarter have regained the lead. It's 10-6. 13-play drive, 77 yards, and Brad Johnson puts 6 on the board with a quarterback sneak.
Hey, don't walk like a cop, all right?
You say you're serious about doing some good in the real world. Well, this is the place to learn.
Even those sworn to protect
Please get away from the goal!
are human.
What's wrong with street justice?
Oh, just let the animals wipe themselves out.
God willing.
Even those dedicated to keeping the peace can cross the line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Denzel Washington.
You think I'm crazy, right?
Ethan Hawke.
I
think you're a road cop.
Training Day. Rated R. Starts September 21st.
Game day. It all comes down to this. You've got home field advantage and a sympathetic crowd. Don't blow it. You win here, you might just get the game at your house next week, too.
Fox Tuesday, 8 single men and 8 single women set sail on a Caribbean cruise looking for true love and a chance to win a huge cash prize.
Love Cruise is a game to see if you can find your ideal mate.
The object of the game is to be the last couple standing.
But in their search for romance,
I just kissed you guys.
each person will have to decide, is their attraction real?
I'm starting to like her.
Or is it deception?
I need this money more than anybody.
Something's gonna happen, I just don't know what.
It's television's newest real-life soap opera.
You hurt people maliciously.
Back off.
You've been playing me like slow that I am.
Love Cruise, The Maiden Voyage, a new reality series premiering at 9/8 Central Fox Tuesday.
Back at Texas Stadium, 77-yard drive. Jacquez Green caught 3 passes during the drive. Brad Johnson has had himself a solid game in his debut as quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gramatica with a kickoff. Reggie Swinton steps up to the 6. Bounces it outside. And finally goes out of bounds.
He's been pretty good.
Up at the 34. He's looked very good as the kickoff return man. Reggie Swinton, first-year man out of Murray State, a free agent pickup. Dexter Jackson pushed him out of bounds. Dallas up at the 34-yard line. And Quincy Carter will have to lead his team on a comeback.
Reinvented Camry. Trust us, you're going to want one.
Okay, Mr. Manning, your DirecTV system's all hooked up. Suppose you'll be wanting NFL Sunday Ticket.
What? You think all I care about is football?
Well, no.
Hey, I'm into other things. Foreign films, cooking shows.
Right. So you want that football thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
NFL Sunday Ticket. Up to 13 regular season games every Sunday, and it's not on cable. Now get our best programming package free for 4 months, plus free installation.
Bruschetta?
Her friend Julia lives...
This is Chris Samuels of the Washington Redskins. Chris helps the United Way build stronger communities by supporting childhood development programs. Chris is an emotional player.
They were no longer little girls, they were little women. Here's your book, Mr. Samuels.
That's not my book.
Yes, it is. It has your name in it.
Okay.
Emotional.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the reinvented Toyota Camry. Get the feeling. By DirecTV, the #1 satellite entertainment provider. By Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. And by Holiday Inn, who gives you more. More is better.
Cowboys set to go on offense. They've had only 21 yards passing in the game, 75 yards rushing. 2 tight ends, Jackie Harris and Mike Lucky in for Dallas. Steve White, number 94, in at the left defensive end for Tampa Bay. Off the play fake, Carter with time. Throws, and it's almost intercepted. Derek Brooks broke it up. Pass intended for Joey Galloway. All right, as we go to second down, we're going to take this from the defensive perspective. Bill, what is Tampa Bay looking at and thinking here?
Well, first of all, Tampa Bay, you got to get the call in. You look at the personnel groupings that come on the field in the huddle. It appears to be regular personnel, which is 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and 2 backs, fullback, tailback. And 2nd and 10, you're thinking draw. And there it is.
Emmitt Smith. Lynch missed him. Emmitt breaks through. Gets across the 40 to the 43. Donnie Abraham took him down. 9-yard pickup.
Well, Tampa Bay has to know that second and long for most NFL teams is a draw play. You want to show pass to get the defensive line rushing upfield, but then you want to hand it off to your tailback. Missed tackle there by Lynch and a nice move by Emmitt Smith, but you can't get caught into rushing upfield. Now you look at the personnel groupings. You have 2 tight ends, 2 backs, short yardage. This is a no-brainer. You've got to create a new line of scrimmage.
3rd and 1. Emmitt Smith trying to take it outside. And he's hit short of the line of scrimmage, short of the first down marker. Big hit. John Lynch and Derek Brooks stopping Emmitt short of a first down. That's a big defensive play.
Well, when you know they're going to hunker down and come at you, you're thinking create a new line of scrimmage. And the person that did it on that play was Booger McFarland, 92. Watch him get into Stepnoski and behind Larry Allen and into the fullback. He's 3.5, 4 yards deep. He gets a piece of Emmitt Smith, which makes him bounce. He doesn't even get anywhere close to the first down marker because of the penetration by Booger McFarland. And it's a process of knowing down, distance, personnel, and the tendencies of what offenses run with that helps you out. It helps you make plays.
Dallas 0 for 6 on 3rd downs.
Defensively, 4th and 1, Sam. In this part of the field, you're thinking stay on sides. They're going to try to hard count you. They could even take a delay of game. Stay on sides.
Micah Noor.
See the long count?
Long count. Takes the snap. Low line drive. Carl Williams at the 20. Hit immediately. Good coverage by the rookie Jason Bell, who's got tremendous speed. Got down in a hurry. 37-yard punt, no return. Flag on the play. And we'll have to check this out. There's a flag down.
Going to go against Tampa. You know, Sam, you talk about the defense and what everyone talks about offense and what they do, but defense is what you think about it when you think about Tampa Bay. And yeah, you have speed, and yes, you have athletic ability, but so much of it is predicated before the ball is ever snapped.
After the run, we had personal foul, continuing action foul against the kicking team, the 15 yards, first down.
Well, a good defensive effort on the part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's not on the kicking team. It was on Tampa Bay.
Yeah. We'll get it straightened out.
Jerry.
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 Jerry. Dominic. Jerry.
Jerry.
Want a nut?
Hey, want some nuts?
NFL This Morning. It's the pregame show that's not really a pregame show. Sundays at 10:30 on Fox Sports Net. On the season premiere, that 70s show is going somewhere it's never been before. The 80s. Everybody have fun tonight. For Donna, the future looks good.
Can I kiss the bride? Sure.
You don't French the bride?
But for Eric, it's downright ugly.
Where's the food?
I told you you'd fall for the first piece of tail that came along.
That 70s show season premiere, followed by the premiere of Undeclared, Tuesday, September 18th on Fox. Entertainment Weekly calls it the best new comedy of the season.
So Uncle Bernie. What the hell was that?
The Bernie Mac Show, Wednesdays this fall on Fox.
The pennant races, the wild card races, right to the postseason, and every postseason game is on Fox and Fox Family. This is the place to be. We take you right through the World Series. Postseason baseball on Fox. Well, the penalty was against Tampa Bay. It was announced incorrectly by the referee, Paul Levine. The continuous action foul against the Bucs backs them up to their own 10-yard line. Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott in the backfield. Keyshawn Johnson and Jacquez Green, the receivers. Johnson in motion. Warwick Dunn gets up around the 14-yard line following the block of Cozy Coleman, who's making his first NFL start. All eyes on the Tampa Bay offense. Today, 24 completions. They averaged 15.5 the last 5 years. Touchdowns, 20-yard plays, and turnovers. Completions are up.
And throws are up, too. The times they've taken the chance to throw, although it doesn't show it on that stat.
Dunn is in the slot to the left. Blitz coming. Brad Johnson is hit, but gets it to Keyshawn Johnson. First down, up across the 25-yard line. Brad Johnson has hung in there well. Keyshawn gets up limping badly again.
He's been stretching that leg of his ever since the first quarter or the first play that he had a pass thrown to him. But I got to tell you, Brad Johnson is as stout as 1,000 yards of garlic. This guy, he doesn't care. He knows he's going to get hit. He'll take his lumps, but he's going to deliver that ball on the money all the time.
1,000 yards of garlic?
I'm trying to be diplomatic. He's tough, okay?
Keyshawn, 7 catches, 71 yards. First down, Bucs at the 26. Keyshawn limping around. Won't come out. Warwick Dunn cuts it back. He's tripped up. Picked up a couple on the play. Ebenezer Ekubon lost his helmet. He's the big defensive end. Went back to his native Ghana in the offseason. Grew up as a kid. He wants to get involved in youth programs back in his native country. 28-yard line, 2nd and 8. Warwick Dunn, 19 carries, 47 yards. Hasn't broken a big one. It's Warwick Dunn again. As they stay on the ground, nothing there. Good job by the Dallas defense. Izell Reese, Dan Quinn, Ebenezer Ekubon all in on the play.
You know when I'm talking about the linebackers being able to run downhill from 5 yards deep. Watch the middle linebacker, Dat Win, number 59. He's going to come up and he's going to attack the lead back. Boom. That was Coakley, actually. I'm sorry, 52. Comes up and attacks the lead back, Allstott, and jolted him. Actually sent him back a step and blew that play up. But the depth of the linebackers being able to run downhill has been a huge difference for this defense.
3 wide receivers for Tampa Bay. Everybody out. Over the middle of Warwick Dunn. They blew it dead. There was a flag on the play. So they stopped the play.
I think the clock may have run down on it, Sam.
Prior to the snap, ball start, number 71, red, replay, 3rd down.
Jerry Wunsch, the right tackle, with the false start, sets Tampa Bay back 5 yards.
That clock got right down to 0, too, as the ball was snapped. I thought they caught him.
They've got to get to the 41 for a first down. There's a big play with time winding down midway through the 4th quarter. And the Bucs with a 4-point lead. 3 wide receivers for Tampa Bay. Allstott's in the slot to the left. Handoff to Warwick Dunn. And the Cowboys wrap him up at the 30-yard line. Tampa will be forced to punt. What about that play call?
Well, you want to try to spread them out. The thought process was draw. Spread them out. 3-4 wide receivers, get everybody outside, and then you let Warwick Dunn, who is usually a guy that makes people miss. Today, though, every time he's been tackled, he's had 4 white jerseys on top of him.
Dallas done a good job running to the ball on defense. Wayne McGarity is back deep. 3rd punt of the game from Mark Royals. Takes the high snap. It's a Good kick away toward the sideline. McGarity has to go off his hands and out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Penalty flag down. A penalty flag on the
pulled off here. Check it out. 22-yard punt for Mark Boyles.
There he caught the ball, kind of muffed it and went out of bounds. I don't know if he took a shot on the outside there after the play was over. Or...
It's a good angled kick on the part of Mark Royals. Paul Levine comes over to give us the call.
There was no foul. Number 25 of the kicking team went out of bounds. He came back in bounds, but did not touch the ball. There's no foul.
Thank you. So the officials get things straightened out. Brian Kelly was the man forced out. Comes back in, but he's not the first man to touch the ball. Dallas on offense when we come back. Vanderbilt.
Right now, when you buy any 4 Michelin tires, get a pair of Motorola Talkabout two-way radios free during Michelin's Make Contact event. They're great for road trips, on the slopes, or for keeping track of the kids. So make contact now at your participating Michelin dealer.
Hi. Hi. You weren't about to eat that, were you? No. You can order room service, you know, get a hamburger, salad, omelet, whatever you need, you know.
Whatever, yeah, any of it.
Rock on, brother.
You get a room, we'll bring the food. Holiday Inn gives you more, and more is better.
NFL.com, your source for game day coverage.
This is a big game.
We gotta take it one play at a time. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Let's go.
Up-to-the-minute live stats. Live radio coverage.
Whiteley won't go down.
And post-game features.
Hey, listen, great job, fellas. Excellent job.
On Sundays, watch your game and follow the rest of the action on NFL.com.
Forget about home.
Mom, will you just wake up Grandma and leave already?
There's no place like a co-ed dorm. Critics rave, hail undeclared. It's gut-busting.
I'm having a panic attack.
I'll distract you. What's your major?
I don't know yet.
You haven't picked a major yet?
God, what are you trying to do to me?
Undeclared premieres Tuesday, September 18th on Fox. This fall, meet the most popular new subject in high school. Jerry Rudd joins the cast of Boston Public. Fox Fall.
Dallas offense today, no touchdowns, only 5 first downs. Quincy Carter 5 for 11, 21 yards passing. There have been 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception.
Let's take it from a defensive perspective again.
All right.
Tight end, eye backs. Short motion, you're thinking run.
Play fake, Quincy Carter under pressure. Trying to get away, they've got him. Steve White, number 94, who has played both sides of the line, now in on the right side, replacing Simeon Rice. First sack of Quincy Carter in the game.
Now you look at the personnel groupings that come in and get out, and you make the switch. Out comes Alsherman Singleton, in comes the nickel man, Brian Kelly, because they've gone to a 3 wide receiver set in Dallas. So now you have 2nd, 13. You see him spread out, 4 wide, shotgun, get upfield.
Carter by himself, the empty backfield. Quick outside of Joey Galloway. Picks up a block of Michael Wiley. Stays in bounds, gets up to the 34-yard line.
Smart play on behalf of Dallas, not putting the pressure on the kid to read the defense downfield, instead getting into a speedster's hand. Now you have a manageable down. Now you're about 3rd and 4, and you can, on offense, it's either run or pass. You can get there either way when it's a manageable 3rd down, and that creates problems for a defense. Defensively, you're thinking, well, they can do a few things. I got their personnel. Now let's take a look at how they line up in the formation.
5 defensive backs in for Tampa Bay, 3 wide receivers for Dallas.
No back in the backfield. He's making some kind of pass.
Everybody out. Carter throws, completes to Joey Galloway. First down across the 40-yard line. First third down conversion of the game for Dallas. They're 1 for 8. Ryan Kelly made the tackle.
Quincy Carter that time, a very nice throw. You see Galloway, he gets behind the linebacker and just stops right past the stick. He's inside of Nate Webster and in front of Brian Kelly. 1st and 10. I back formation. 3 wide receivers. No tight end. 50-50 shot here. Could be run or pass.
Play fake. Carter looking. Nobody open. Now he fires. Incomplete. Fans wanted to call late flag. Late flag. Rondé Barber knocked down Joey Galloway. The crowd reacted, and then the official threw the flag. And now the discussion here. Was it tipped? Nope. They're ruling interference. Did Warren Sapp get a piece of this, Bill?
Well, you can't have pass interference if it was a tip ball.
Pass interference, number 20 on the defense, spot foul, first down.
Now that thing came out, the ball looked like a duck, but I don't know if Warren Sapp got a piece of it or not. The penalty is coming through the back of the receiver, and that is a penalty. That is pass interference. But the question is, did the ball get tipped? Did Steve White get a piece of that ball?
On first down, Emmitt Smith breaks through to the 30-yard line. Wow. His best run of the game. Rondé Barber took him down. 14-yard pickup for Emmitt.
You know, a lot of the thought process is going into this game for Dallas. As you see it once again, they attack the middle of that defense, right at the defensive tackles, right at Booger McFarland that time. A lot of the thought process was in this game for Dallas was if we get Tampa into the 4th quarter, we're going to take it to them. They get tired.
First down, Emmitt is buried.
Oh, Warren Sapp didn't get tired that time.
Sapp and Lynch. No, that was Booger McFarland and John Lynch.
Booger McFarland came underneath Larry Allen. What I mean by underneath was he was lined up kind of on his head, and he's going to come up and under Stepnoski. And that was brutal.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Talk about durable. Emmitt Smith has been taking shots like that for a long time.
Blitz coming, play fake. Carter throws, tipped, and it is batted around and falls incomplete. Intended for Joey Galloway. Nate Webster got a piece of it.
He's been sailing the ball high all day, and that time he just didn't have enough over top of the linebacker.
Webster got up in the air. Good job by the 2nd-year middle linebacker.
And he's realizing that Quincy Carter's realizing that these things happen in the NFL. For him, experience is a tough teacher because you get the test first and then you get the experience after.
Big 3rd down play. Have to get to the 20-yard line for a first down. Michael Wiley in the backfield. The Cowboys move too soon. Mozell Adams, the left tackle, lifted up.
78 on the offense. 76. Prior to the snap, false start, number 76 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
Makes it even tougher on the rookie quarterback in the Dallas offense. Head coach Dave Campo in his 2nd year.
And that backs him up, too, out of field goal range, I believe. That was a tough penalty. You know, if you get a few yards, even if you don't get the first down from where you were at, you still got a chance for 3.
Galloway and Robert Thomas come all the way to the right. Emmitt Smith in the backfield. Big toss out to Galloway. Nothing there. Donnie Abraham with the immediate hit, and the Cowboys are thrown back way out of field goal range. So a loss on the run by Emmitt, and the penalty hurt, and A couple of good defensive plays by the Bucs.
And this is the area of the field and the time of the game that, heck, why not take a chance?
You think so?
Yeah, why not try your fake here?
All right. You have to get to the 20 for a first down.
But even if they give him the ball right there, it's not bad field position.
Clark running with 2:25. High snap. Door kicks it. Bounces down at the 10. Rolls to the 1-yard line. Jason Bell is there.
Well, that was beautiful.
That's terrific coverage by the rookie out of UCLA. He's got great speed, and he got down it at the 1-yard line. Bell made this team with some fine special teams work in preseason. He got down there and got the ball.
Point. Shoot. Create. The HP Pavilion 7970 with the Intel Pentium 4 processor. How will you use it? Save up to $250 by mail on the HP Digital Photography Studio.
For the first time ever, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety subjected full-size pickups to their crash test, a test performed at even higher speeds than those conducted by the government. In the end, only one earned the highest overall safety rating. Toyota Tundra. When we say better from the ground up, we mean a lot better.
She was engineered by science to be human perfection. But Fridays this fall, she'll face science's newest creations. Not perfect, and definitely not human. From Academy Award winner James Cameron comes the season premiere of the hit series Dark Angel on its new night and time, Friday, September 21st at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
For years, we've been exterminating them. On Monday, September 17th, it's payback time. Fox world premiere thriller, The Rats, coming to your home soon.
The Cowboys defense has kept them in the game all day long, and now have the Bucs going from the 1-yard line. How do the Cowboys play it here, Bill?
Well, look at the time on the clock, Sam. The one thing they've got to do right here is blitz. Come after them, come now. And there they come.
Allstott straight ahead. Didn't get a thing. The Cowboys have all their timeouts remaining, and they use one to stop the clock. Boy, they are fired up. The Cowboys defense has done a great job.
You see them attack that line up front. Here comes the backers shooting gaps, blowing it up. Allstott gets drilled in the back.
Don't forget, immediately following this game, most of you will see the St. Louis Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a terrific matchup. You'll see that in the Dallas area. Adam Archuleta, first-round draft pick. Art Fields, Aeneas Williams, new-look defense.
Same thing as Dallas has done. They've installed the Tampa defense up in St. Louis, too. And if that group up there is half as energetic and enthusiastic as this group here in Dallas is, that defense is going to turn around in a hurry in St. Louis.
2:09 to go. Tampa Bay leading 10-6. Second and 10 at their own 1-yard line. Carl Williams in motion.
Play action.
The play fake. Johnson being chased, throws it away, incomplete. Threw it low at Mike Allstott.
I had a sense they were going to go with the play action pass there and try to get out of their hole they were into. Smart play by Brad Johnson of getting out of that tight end box, getting rid of the ball.
But the incomplete pass stops the clock. And that benefits Dallas.
Inside of 2 minutes now, and as you said, everything now goes up to the replay booth, the official.
Cowboys defense, what do they look for here?
There's got to be a play pass again, and they're not going to buy themselves any room to punt.
No, it's Warwick Dunn. He squirms through to the 5-yard line, and that's all. We come to the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys will get the ball back.
Tampa Bay was just dead set that play on not getting the first down, but just giving them a little bit of breathing room so they can get the punt off.
2-minute warning. 10-6 Bucks.
Fox NFL Sunday. Brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
Let's down it out for your Pittsburgh Steelers!
I don't care what stadium you work for, all right? If you want to write a check for who let the dogs out, I'm still going to need to see some ID.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of cash or checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
Kitchen. Over there.
Ice premium malt beverage. Be sharp. Drink responsibly.
Boys and girls, can anyone spell this?
This is Deuce Staley of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Cat. C-A-T.
Deuce helps the United Way build stronger communities by...
Because they only got one guy outside.
All right. The Cowboys exhorting their fans to make a lot of noise. Mark Royals is at just inside the end line.
And they have one guy out on each gunner, and that means when they do that they're lined up to come after the punter.
McGarity is on the Tampa Bay side of midfield, the 45. Good snap. Royals gets it away. McGarity at the 49 brings it back inside the 40. Pounds the turf. He wanted a bigger return, but Dallas, with 2 timeouts remaining, has the ball at the 39-yard line of Tampa Bay. They must get a touchdown as they trail by 4. And the rookie Quincy Carter in his NFL debut has stayed calm, one of his goals.
Well, he's looked like a rookie for the most part of the day. Except for that first time that he scrambled. His throws have been erratic, up and down, ugly looking. But you know what? You can throw all that out the window. You take this team in for a touchdown right now.
That's right. 3 wide receivers for Dallas. McGarity and Galloway to the left. Michael Wiley is in the backfield. Carter for Wiley over his head. Not a good throw.
No.
By Quincy Carter.
And it hasn't been, Sam. One of the things they've worked on has been the mechanics. Wade Wilson has restructured everything he's done mechanically on his drops, his release, how he throws the ball. But it hasn't panned out today. Now, this week in practice, he was throwing a nice ball. He looked on, he looked accurate. But the anxiety and emotion, I think, has taken over, and his balls have been pretty bad for the most part.
Carter gets time, goes outside with a wobbler to Michael Wiley. And he is hit hard. Donnie Abraham got him first, and Derek Brooks finished him off.
Trying to signal a timeout. They haven't got it called yet. Now they get it. Looking downfield, throws the ball out to his check down, and Abraham's there, but then Brooks just cleans it all up.
They'll bring up a 3rd and long. Michael Wiley, the 3rd down back. Second-year man out of Ohio State. Derek Brooks had kind of a quiet game, but made an important play there.
Sometimes in the structure of a defense, you will have a quiet game. For instance, Warren Sapp hasn't been heard from much today. Right. No sacks, and I don't remember him making any great tackles. Missed a couple, but look what they've done to Dallas's offense. I mean, that sometimes is a telltale sign.
Second game of our doubleheader is coming up next. Most of you will see St. Louis at Philadelphia. Some of you will see Atlanta at San Francisco. Emmitt Smith on the sideline on this third down play. Dallas 1 for 9 on third down conversions in the game. Three wide receivers. Jackie Harris tight right end. Wiley in the backfield. Carter with time throwing deep and incomplete. Rocket Ismail was out there, double covered on the play. Dexter Jackson and Donnie Abraham with the coverage.
That ball was well overthrown as well. And had that ball been thrown where it was supposed to have been thrown, a flag could have come out for pass interference. But since that ball had no chance of being caught by anybody, they wouldn't throw the flag. Dexter Jackson came and disrupted the path of the receiver. And if you disrupt the path of an offensive receiver, it's going to be pass interference. But that ball was thrown so high and out of bounds, nobody had a chance at it.
Fourth down. They've got to get to the 29 for a first down. Here's the ball game right here with a minute and a half to go. Low snap. Carter's got it. He's looking. He fires deep, overthrows. It's intercepted by John Lynch. Lynch just runs around holding the ball and goes to the turf. And the Bucs defense comes through. The rookie Quincy Carter again with an errant throw. And the Cowboys will come up short.
Well, every one of his throws today, Sam, even though the snap was down around the feet, he had time to gather himself. Every one of his throws have been so high and so far above the target. He's lucky he didn't have more of them intercepted.
Second interception of the game for Tampa Bay. One thing about Quincy Carter, he does not lack for confidence. He knows there's going to be tough times, and Dave Campo, the head coach of the Cowboys, said they're sticking with Quincy Carter all the way.
Only 34 yards passing on the day. That's a tough go.
Well, the Buccaneers, once again, the defense comes through. They had the one touchdown drive in the second half after they trailed 6-3. And the final seconds will tick off. See the disappointment written on the face of Quincy Carter. Cowboys will be at Detroit next week, and Tampa Bay will be home to Philadelphia.
Well, it's a gutsy move. It's a big gamble. It's one in which Jerry Jones, the owner, decided he wanted to take and wanted to find out by the end of the year what he has. And if he needs to make a decision to find a new quarterback next year, he will do that. But when you make that choice, you're free in your choice until the choice is made. Then once that choice is made, the choice controls the chooser. And right now, the choice has controlled the outcome of this game.
Don't forget, we've got the postgame coming up with JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris back in the studio. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers get off to the winning side, led by Brad Johnson. For Quincy Carter, disappointment on opening day. Gets acknowledgement from John Lynch. The Bucs have defeated the Cowboys 10-6. For Tampa Bay, their defense strong. Dallas, the big positive for them is they stayed in the ballgame with a revamped defense.
Oh, that to me is the most surprising. I expected to see them grind the ball out, using them at that big offensive line, even take some shots downfield and be successful with Joey Galloway. That didn't happen. But what did happen was on the other side of the ball, a defense that last year was horrible came out and had some big-time numbers. Tampa Bay, 73 yards rushing today. And that's a team that's relied for years on their ability to run the football with those two running backs.
But for the Bucs, the positive is when they needed the big drive to win the game, Brad Johnson helped lead that drive. Mike Ducey's down on the field with Warwick Dunn.
All right, guys, Warwick Dunn is with me. How'd you feel about your offense today? A new look, first time to see it in the regular season.
Well, we played how we played during the preseason, and that was up and down a little bit. And today it was good just to get a full game in to see where we're at right now. And we have to limit our mistakes, but a win is a win. You have to take it.
Last year you ran for 210 yards against this team. What was the difference today with your offense or their defense?
Their defense has gotten a lot better. Those guys are hustling to the ball. They have a mentality of not letting anyone run on them. And those guys did a good job of keeping me in. So I give those guys all the credit. I just want to try to get better.
What do you have to change offensively to do a better job in a much tougher ball game next week against the Eagles?
Limit our mistakes.
All right, Warwick done. Thank you very much. Back up to Sam.
Thanks, Mike. 22 carries, 58 yards for Warwick Dunn. Brad Johnson, 25 for 34, 195 yards. He had a 1-yard touchdown run. For Bill Moss, this is Sam Rosen. Now back to the studio to JB.
All right, Sam, thank you very much. Second half of our doubleheader games include most of you will see the Rams at the Eagles. Others will see the Falcons at the 49ers. And you'll see Marty Schottenheimer taking the Redskins out to meet the Redskins' old coach, Norv Turner, the offensive coordinator of the San Diego Chargers. That's coming up next right here on Fox as we continue with the NFL on Fox today. Full house here in Studio 2A in Los Angeles, California, as we get you caught up on the action thus far in the NFL. Bears and Ravens. Boy, the Ravens finally uncorked offensively with Elvis Grbac doing a nice job. 17-6, 37 seconds left in that contest. Cowboys defense certainly put them in position to do the job, but it's the Buccaneers right now. They come away victorious 10-6 in that one. Late in